This is John Stutterer, as you can see in here. I'm here today to update Howard, Robin, and the gang on how my life is going. When I was last on the show, December '09, I came on with my lovely girlfriend experience escort. Well, unfortunately, I'm no longer seeing her. I'm soon going to go in there and discuss that with Howard.
So, John, things aren't going too well for you?
No. I'm living at home with my parents. I can't get any women unless I pay for it. I have no friends, you know, nothing. I'm just depressed as always. You know, as a great Chinese philosopher, me, once mused, life is like the wind, it blows.
All right, here's John the Stutterer. He wants to give us an update on his life. The last time we saw him, it was pathetic and miserable.
Yeah, it made us very sad. Why are we doing this again?
Yeah. Let's be prepared to get sad. Do you think you have the saddest life ever? Or does Jeff the Drunk have a sadder life than you?
Well, well, I'm not one who particularly whines.
Well, thank you for this interview.
Well, no. When I come on this show, obviously, I highlight my
the bad stuff
life. But
are you happy?
No, of course not. Right. I haven't been happy since I was a kid, and even
did you stutter
when
as
I was
a kid?
Yeah, I.
Did you have friends?
Well, I had friends.
I love firing questions.
Yeah.
And you never get one answer. Because are you willing to wait for the answers? I don't care.
I wanted to know 3 questions.
I just want one. Can you just answer one word? Did you have friends? Don't go into a whole yes or no.
Well, now I don't. I haven't had friends for years.
Right. But when you were a kid, did you have friends?
I had a few friends.
Right. Was your stutter as pronounced as it is now when you were young?
It has gotten
progressively worse.
Progressively worse.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm finishing your sentences. I know that's rude to do to a stutterer, but I do have a radio
But he
show.
does recall a time that he was happy.
Yes, he does. Probably when he was 5.
But that was before I reached puberty.
I was happy back then too.
And I recognized my attraction to girls and women, and I realized how ugly I was, and I realized I couldn't attract attractive women.
What are you stealing my story? You thief! John, last time you were in, you came in here, I believe, with a hooker, right?
Yeah.
And you described that your life got a little bit better because the hooker was so good with you, right. And you would see her regularly.
Right.
And did she make those kind of noises that Howard was playing? Did she make a lot of noise when you were
did she sound like a porno star?
A fair amount of noise, yeah.
I guess if you pay, you get those noises.
Yeah.
So you were getting happy because you were seeing her regularly.
Yeah.
And now she has left your life because she didn't even like how you were talking about her on the air when she came here with you. Is that correct?
Well, that apparently she was dissatisfied with my description of our relationship.
What did you say?
What didn't she like? I mean, you were honest. You said I pay her and I find her attractive.
Well, no, I think she was upset with my graphic
descriptions,
depiction of my actions with her.
But what hooker dumps a paying client? I mean, she was offended.
She's a rotten hooker.
Yeah, I mean,
well,
that's just weird.
No, I have to say though, Howard, I think that she's a great woman, and I don't want to say anything derogatory about her. She's very nice, but I just found that odd that she would
be upset by that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. She must have really been disgusted by you to drop you. I mean,
Probably,
very rarely does a hooker drop a client.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
So she, like, you called her for an appointment and she said, look, I don't want to see you anymore?
Well, no, it just sort of, we had a phone relationship, and it just sort of evaporated.
Right.
So you haven't seen her since?
No.
All right, so you took an HIV test recently at the suggestion of your doctor. It came back negative.
Yeah.
I was glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Why did your doctor feel? Because you were frequenting prostitutes?
Well, yeah, the vagina licking, the anus licking, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and you're doing this to
Well, yeah,
prostitutes.
but that's fun. Yeah, but that's...
Yeah, but it's high risk.
Yeah, but you can't get a disease from a vagina.
Sure you can.
I mean, you couldn't get a disease from Robin's beautiful vagina.
Well, that's different. She's not into high risk. You
I'm not having sex with the world.
I mean, why? You know, I've said to John, and I like John a lot, and I think he's a good guy.
Thank you, Howard.
And
I like you a lot, too.
I'd hate to see something bad happen to him, but, you know, when you're with hookers, generally eating them out and licking their asses sounds like a really bad idea.
Well, no, but Howard, Howard, when well, yeah, but tacos are meant to be eaten.
That's gross.
No matter how much hot sauce they have on them.
All right.
Good Lord.
That's just
what an analogy.
What a disgusting thought. So John's hooker dumped him.
That's crazy. To be dumped by a hooker, that's the ultimate.
The last time John was on the show, I'm refreshing your memory, Robin.
Yeah.
He said he gets about $720 a month from SSI. And he
hasn't found another hooker?
He has.
Oh.
Yeah.
You hooked up with a girl in April of 2010.
Yeah.
She was a porn star who does escort work on the side.
Yeah, there's various websites, and there are, and I don't want to say much because I want to adhere to the code of confidentiality that dictates monkey. I mean, no.
Monkey sex?
No, I mean here.
Who is this Howard Stern?
That dictates. See no evil, hear no evil.
All right.
Yeah.
So John paid the porn star
$400.
$400 for a 2-hour session.
Lord.
This is a guy who gets $720 a month for SSI. So you're talking about half his check.
At more than half.
Yeah. So you paid. Well, she must have been good looking.
Yeah. But she's not one of the top tier girls. However, I think that you would probably know her.
You paid the porn star $400 for a 2-hour session.
Yeah.
And this is gross. So, Robin, get ready.
No, it's hot, actually.
No, it's not. He claims he got blood on his finger when he put his finger...
Rubbed the G-spot, yeah.
You rubbed her G-spot?
Yeah.
So there was blood on your finger?
Yeah.
You went to the bathroom to clean up. When the porn star got back from the bathroom, you proceeded to eat her out for over an hour, and then she blew you at some point. Now, when a woman... You talk about bodily fluids, and there's blood coming out...
Yeah, but she does porn. She's tested.
Come on, you're being silly. You want to die, don't you?
Are you wearing a rubber with all of this?
Well, no, because I didn't have penetrative sex with her.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, you didn't have intercourse?
No, she just blew me.
That's it, for $400. That's all you get.
She smiled and blew you?
Well, yeah, but I mean, no, I had the option of having penetrative sex with her. But I can't stay erect
if you
without
wear a rubber.
Yeah, right.
Really? Okay. So John hasn't been back to an escort since April because he gets depressed paying for sex, and I don't blame you. It's a drag.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money for you.
Maybe we should have had him on speed dating.
No, because that would have just been a reiteration of the fact that I have to. Well, no. Going to a prostitute is just a reiteration of the fact that I have to pay for sex, and that's the only way that I can get sex.
John had to move back in with his parents.
Well, yeah,
because his landlord raised his rent too high,
and he's paying for prostitutes.
And that's the problem. You could probably afford the raise in rent.
Oh no, I couldn't have at the time in April '09 because she raised it from $450 a month to
$650 a month.
Wow. And so you're living back at home. It's very depressing, I assume.
Yeah, and the very interesting thing has happened. I find now that I've lost a lot of sense of independence living at home, I have been accustomed now to my mom doing everything for me, like shopping and going to the pharmacy when I need refills on my medications, that I rarely go out anymore. And when I do go out, I'm becoming more paranoid, and I feel that I'm being stared at more.
Right. Great. So it's having a very everything's working well.
I mean, whereas when I lived alone for 12 years,
it forced you to get out.
I was by no means a social butterfly, and I still felt very reclusive and awkward. But at least I was forced to go out to shop and go to Rite Aid.
Now your mom's doing
like
everything for you.
Yeah.
In fact, Will said he pre-interviewed John to find out what was going on. And he said when he started talking about his sex life, he had to whisper because his mom could hear him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's
why
kind of a
doesn't
bummer.
your mom not do everything for you? Why does she do that?
Because it's...
His mom must be thrilled that he's back home.
Well, see...
Is your mom happy you're home, or is she just miserable?
Well, I love my parents, but I mean, she would prefer. Well, she's not miserable. She would just like for my own sake, for
you
me
to get
be
out
in the situation I was.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there it is, Robin. An update on John the Stutterer's life.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, now you have it.
We figured out what's going on.
He goes on Craigslist.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, I was inspired, but by the way, by the great 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗱.
Yeah.
And by the way, Howard,
Benji,
I love
you.
you.
Still go on there?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, that means yes.
To sell furniture.
You go,
Sure.
But you had no problem meeting women on there, right?
You can. There's a lot of places on the internet you can meet women. It's just any form.
What happened when you went to go meet women?
Well,
They rejected you, right?
right, yeah. And I had 2 occasions.
How could Benji get dates? And I mean, John's as good looking as
Well,
Benji.
let me ask you a question. When do they reject you? When they don't reject you from your picture.
He
Well,
got
I don't
I happen to know the
send
answer
a
to this.
yeah.
He got rejected. A girl agreed to meet him. He showed up at the
And
meeting
happened
place.
twice, actually.
Yeah, and they never show up.
Yeah.
They don't even show up.
They don't show
or they see him, somehow they spot him, and then decide not to.
Well,
usually-
now you hit it on the head. They probably
usually-
see him from around the corner and he'd run.
Usually,
It's like the Munsters.
Periscope up.
Yeah.
Usually when I respond to ads, I don't get any responses at all.
There she goes.
Yeah, right. Usually when I respond to ads, I don't
How do
get.
they know through an ad that you're kind of a loser?
Well, because I say I'm John the Stutterer from
Oh.
and but usually I don't get any response at all.
Right.
But the few responses I have got, I've got hoaxed twice.
Right.
And a few responses that I have gotten back have been along the lines of, "You have to be kidding," and I wouldn't fuck you if you were the last guy on the face of the earth, and shit like that. You know?
Whose mom has it the worst? John the Stutterers or Wendy the Retards?
Oh, Wendy's.
Wendy,
by
right?
far.
Because you got to change her diaper every once in a
And
while.
she's just, banging
Right.
on those drums, singing all over the house.
Right. John's at least respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, John.
Plus, I
it's-
sleep most of the time from a medication anyway.
Well, John, you've done it again. You've come in here and thoroughly depressed us.
Yeah.
Nobody's in a good mood. Everybody's feeling foul.
Well, yeah,
And,
the truth hurts, man.
The truth hurts.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm sure Fred has words of advice for you. Fred, anything uplifting to say to John the Stutterer? He's talking in your language. So
Yeah,
you
I know.
understand. Go ahead, yes? Well, something uplifting.
Hang
in there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hang in there. Yeah.
Hang in there. That's what you
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, John, so good to hear from you. Are you still doing a radio show for us? Is there one going to be happening soon?
I don't know when the next one will the last one I did.
The last one I did
was June 14th. Yeah, I'm quite surprised actually. I'm speaking fairly well, but when I spoke to Will, when I spoke to Will, it was quite bad actually. But here I'm speaking
Fred's
fairly well.
got you down to a science, doesn't he? He can really get all your noises.
Yeah.
I spoke to Will.
That Fred's some mimic, huh?
Oh yeah,
he's something.
great. Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
That's a tough impression. Fred, is that? I see you turn red when you do it.
I don't know. Now I know why he has to take so many drugs, because I'll do like 5 minutes of him and I'm dead.
It hurts.
You're exhausted. Yeah.
It hurts.
It's exhausting to be him.
Yeah. It hurts.
Yeah. What's your dream? Let's leave on this note. What's the best life you can imagine for yourself?
Okay, the best
And get ready
life?
for Fred to imitate you during your answer. Go ahead.
Let's see, the best life. Well, I wish that I could have this dream job. I wish that I could. I wish that I could be paid $1,000 to go to bachelorette parties, get naked with the girls.
Right. All right, but that's not going to happen.
And they could bend over,
No.
and I could spread their butt cheeks,
Yeah,
and
but
I
you're
could
not- but
bury
you-
my face in their beautiful
What's the best
buttholes
your
and
life-
vaginas and
All
lick
right.
them.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Or Howard, I got a business proposition for the great Benji because he's a stud and he can get women.
Right.
Benji and I could go to bachelorette
All right, but that's
parties
not good. That's
and get
unrealistic.
naked with the bachelorettes
I'm
and
thinking-
fuck them.
All right.
And get
This is silly.
baby blowjobs and lick them and
What's a baby
What's a
blowjob?
baby
no
blowjob?
a BB blowjob BB bareback blowjob.
Oh. I think he said he wanted to blow a baby.
No.
Baby blowjob.
Bareback blowjobs.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thought you'd lost your rocker.
No.
Thought you were off your rocker and then got on it and then got off it again. Dan, go ahead. You're on in Philadelphia quickly, and then I'll move along.
Yeah, this guy is the jerk off.
Let me hear. Who is this? You know this guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is the guy who calls my show who loves Rush Limbaugh.
Oh.
He loves Glenn Beck and Rush Limbaugh. He's a nut. He
What?
loves Rush Limbaugh.
Well, let me hear from him. You drown everyone out.
Okay, talk, jerk off.
Go ahead, Dan.
He's the Rush
mother.
Limbaugh.
Anyway, yeah,
Oh, yeah, your mom. And happy birthday, because your mom died on your birthday. He always could. Oh, yeah, fuck you. Oh, yeah, fuck. Good. Good, fuck you. Yeah, right. Hey,
All right, listen,
why
I
don't
wanna-
you go down to South America and get prostitutes with Rush Limbaugh, your hero? Why don't you go down to
I
South
can't hear
America
him.
with your hero, Rush Limbaugh?
All right, let me hear what Dan has to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're attacking a guy. He might be saying something nice.
Rush Limbaugh.
All right. What?
And Mel Gibson,
does something
too.
for the channels. He's not helping any. He's just an asshole.
Well, why don't you go down to South America with your hero, Rush Limbaugh,
All right, we heard
and get
that. Okay.
prostitutes?
Listen, John.
I tried.
Well, Dan, why don't you go down to
All right,
South
let's hear his
America?
answer.
Yeah.
Would you
ahead.
go down to South America with your hero, Rush Limbaugh?
No.
No. All right. He doesn't want to go down.
Rush Limbaugh.
He'd go with Glenn Beck.
Okay, well, why don't you?
All right. Listen,
Why
John.
don't you wear magic underwear like that Mormon nut Glenn Beck and call our great president a Nazi? Then you jerk off.
I hung up on him already. I hung up on
He
him.
loves Rush Limbaugh. He calls my
All
show
right,
all
I
the
hear
time
it.
and defends Rush Limbaugh. Well, Rush Limbaugh is a phony Christian.
Dave, go ahead. You're on in Atlanta.
Hey, Howard, would you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Just take out a gun and shoot John the Stutterer in the head and end all of our misery, please.
Well, I like John, and I feel for him, and I like to hear what's going on in his life. And, John, I want to thank you for the update.
Well, thank you, Howard.
Everybody feels good about their life now. Right, Robin?
Well, good,
Yes,
good,
yes.
I'm glad.
I know I'm not doing so badly.
Right.
Good, I'm glad.
All right. Well, John, I like you.
Well,
and I
thank
like
you.
when you do your radio show for what was that?
Oh, no. No, I have acid reflux.
Acid reflux.
My
Yeah.
God.
And Howard, acid reflux
Yes.
cannot be cured by Dr. Sarno.
Okay.
It's a physical problem.
Sure, I'm
believe
sure.
me.
I know it's a physical problem.
Yeah,
But you don't understand what I'm talking about. You don't understand the causes of acid reflux.
Yeah, but see, Howard, I'm a vegetarian and I eat
I'm not talking
acidic
about what you eat.
vegetables.
That's not the problem.
Acidic vegetables.
Yeah, because I love vegetables.
All right. We're gonna
Acidic vegetables.
Yeah.
Robin, please.
Vegetables aren't
I mean, the
acidic.
juice.
Robin, I gotta move on.
No, the tomato sauce and the tomatoes and all that shit.
All right. John, thank you. It's good to hear from you. I wish you the best with your life.
Yeah.
Keep
I mean,
us,
it's not going to get any better.
it might. Keep us
Yeah.
updated. Let us know how it goes. And be a little safe with these sexual practices. Think about it.
Yeah.
You don't want... It would be very uncomfortable to have diseases all over you.
And
right,
Howard.
thank you.
And fuck
And we're gonna-
Mel Gibson and those assholes of Fox News are covering up this fucking Mel Gibson story, and they're defending that asshole because Mel Gibson is
Who is
one of
defending
them.
him?
Bill O'Reilly,
Is he?
Sean Hannity. Oh yes, Bill O'Reilly, Sean Hannity.
What are they saying?
They're saying that we don't know much about the story, so we can't cover it yet. But yet, when Alec Baldwin made those crazy rants against his daughter, well, they were all over the story.
That they could cover.
Yeah, because Fox News, we're fair and balanced. There are a bunch of lying, hypocritical. There are a bunch of lying, hypocritical Christians. They call themselves Christians. It drives me. Why are they defending Mel Gibson?
All right, good
They're
question.
assholes.
All
Fuck
right.
them.
Thank you. You know, John, I'm going to play for you
They
now.
don't know enough about the story. Mel Gibson is an anti-Semitic nut. He makes the passion of the Christ. He's an anti-Semitic prick.
All right.
The Passion of the Christ was the worst film ever. I mean, this guy calls himself a Catholic. He's an adultering, anti-Semitic, racist nut.
Absolutely agree.
And that Bill O'Reilly asshole is fucking defending him.
And by the
Bill
way,
O'Reilly defended him?
And Sean Hannity's defending
Sean
him.
Hannity?
Because Sean Hannity loves him. He interviews him. He calls him his friend. Fuck him.
that's not journalism.
Right.
You're right.
And they go
He
into
making
Alec
sense.
Baldwin. I think that Alec Baldwin's great. He didn't threaten his daughter. I mean, he called her a pig,
Right.
but he didn't threaten her.
Right.
He didn't punch her in the face.
Right.
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 Alec Baldwin's a good guy. I
Okay.
like him.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I can't
You're
argue with this
making
guy.
sense.
I can't argue with you.
All right.
I'm with you.
And Benji Bronk is the most underrated comedian of all time. And
All right.
Howard, I love you, but I think that Benji should be on the wrap-up show.
He will be.
He's
Yeah.
been
I know,
on time.
September, yeah.
Right. By the way, someone just wrote me a note. Bill O'Reilly and Sean Hannity have not talked about Mel Gibson at all on Fox News. Are you sure you heard them talking about that? Is that possible that you're making that up? Oh, you did hear them.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Oh, they
Or
did.
you
Okay.
are making it up. No.
No, I'm not making up. No, they said
What
there's
is it,
not
JD?
enough.
I have one of the services I can look up Mel Gibson, and they'll search the shows through the captioning. And for Tuesday, Monday, and Friday, there was no found.
No.
You know,
Bill
I realize
O'Reilly said
I surround
there's
myself
not
with
enough.
I surround myself with people who can't speak. Fred, what would it sound like, Fred, if JD and John the Stutterer were in a debate?
I was searching. I was I don't know.
So you're saying but John heard it. He said.
If he could tell me.
No, they said no.
All right, I get it. All right,
There's
we'll
not
be
enough,
back right
there's
after
not
the
enough information. There's not enough information on the story. We can't.
All right.
John, nothing ever seems to go your way.
Well, no, but I suppose that of course, I don't believe in God, as you know. But I suppose in a secular, a non-religious way, I can say that some things are just meant to be.
Now, Howard is really concerned about how you're having unprotected sex with all these women.
Yeah.
You don't think that's a big deal, though?
No, I don't, because the acts that I'm engaging in aren't a high risk.
But does that say anything to you that, someone like Howard Stern is actually concerned for your well-being?
Yeah, I do indeed appreciate his concern. However, as I just said, I don't really see those acts as high risk concern. High risk behavior. So, high risk behavior is intravenous drug use and anal heterosexual sex, and particularly anal homosexual sex.
And John, as we heard from the callers, you seem to always get in a fight with someone. Why is that?
Well, in this particular case, it was with a gentleman, and I use that term very loosely, named Dan, who regularly calls my radio show, who calls himself, quote, a conservative, a Christian conservative. He has anyhow. And he's a big Fox News fan, and he's a big Rush Limbaugh and Glenn Beck fan. So I just became annoyed by it. Oh, no, you made my day. No problem, Benji.
John, you really look up to Benji?
Oh, yeah, I do.
I look up to John.
Yeah,
I do.
Because
He's a good guy.
Because I like Benji. He's a nice guy. He's
some dudes out here, Mr. Yeager, whatever his name is.
His name's Dale.
Dale Yeager. He's a criminal analyst, and I think this jerk-off knows him, so that doesn't mean anything to me, but we're going to bring him in.
I think I've met him. Are you the guy who's calling a jerk? I would never call you.
I think I've met him before through my criminal dealings.
Oh, your criminal dealings, Mr. CSI.
Oh, God, no. I'm going to
America's Most Not Wanted.
Ronnie, either way, he's going to be analyzing some members of the staff.
Yeah, good. Let him analyze me, because I'm off my fucking rocker.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
You're
right.
an easy case
Yeah,
study.
you think I know? Dude, you don't think I know I'm going to be analyzing this fucking deal? Think I'm stupid?
Dale?
Hi, how are you?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm alive, so it's good. It's hot.
You're here to do some analysis.
Profiling, yes.
Profiling.
Hi, Lisa.
Were you asked to come here? How did this all come about?
𝗦𝗁𝗐 had talked to Gary and Will about it, so
okay.
They had asked me to come in and profile some of the staff. I guess they're going to do a game out of it. I'm going to talk about the Colorado shooting, some things people don't know, and going to talk about forensic psychology.
Are you familiar with the Stern Show staff? Is there any?
Oh, yeah.
Are there any?
Been listening since '85. So.
Okay, so are there any inclinations that you're having about who might be criminal or have criminal tendencies?
No, they're all fired now.
All right, man.
Casey's gone and Artie's gone, so it's not an
Good
issue
luck.
anymore. Well, thank you very much.
Have fun today.
All right,
Dale.
take care.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, so the way we presented this segment to this guy is he wrote down profiles of, I think it's like 6 people. And then the idea was he was just going to read them, and then you guys were going to guess as to who he was referring to.
Okay. Is there anything about him that's particularly interesting?
He said one thing that's great is he said that Ronnie really annoys him and that he's not qualified to be your security guy. He doesn't know who could have trained him. He was just
so
really serious
if
about
he's
it.
doing his descriptions and we're trying to guess, should I hold off on the Ronnie discussion until or can I talk to him up front about that?
You may want to wait.
Right. Hey, let me bring in this FBI dude. I think he's an FBI guy. He was a former FBI guy. Maybe not.
Well, make up your mind.
I don't know.
Does this guy have credentials or not?
He's a criminal behaviorist.
All right, what does that mean?
And he's a big deal. Hey,
Who
my
does he
man.
work for?
This is Dale Yeager, everybody. Did you write a book or something? Oh, good for you.
Did anybody read it?
I just went on Kindle, Amazon.
All right.
Okay, good for you.
It's
Dale
on Bullet.
Yeager's book, 3 Myths About Bullying, What Every Parent and Grandparent Should Know to Protect Their Children and Grandchildren, is available now at Amazon.com. And Dale even has a website. It's called seraph.net, seraph.net.
Yeah.
Seraph. What's seraph?
It's Hebrew.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the root word for seraphim, the highest order of angels.
Oh, shit. All right, good
What
for
are
you.
we up to there? What kind of name is that?
It looks good on a T-shirt, Robin. Hi, how are you?
I'm okay.
Dale, tell me about your life here. Were you an FBI profiler?
No, I did not work
I
for
don't
the
know where I
FBI.
got the word FBI from. But you're what is a profiler?
Well, I'm a criminal behavior analyst, and profiling is one thing that I do.
Now, who would you do this for?
Well, I teach for the Justice Department. So I teach here in New York for the DEA, for the feds, down in Puerto Rico, New Jersey, all over the United States, Wisconsin. I train law enforcement in advanced interrogation.
I see. Do you have a waterboard, anybody?
No, you don't have to do that. You want to make them your friend.
Ah, that's the key.
So you're good
That's the
cop.
key. Oh,
Yeah.
well, no, there is no good cop, bad cop.
In other words, if I committed a crime and you think I did it,
you'll talk to me
because you're a good guy and you're like, hey, you'll be my friend.
And I'll manipulate your unconscious mind.
Wow.
I'll get in there. I'll walk around.
Is it almost like a hypnotist in a way?
No.
No. You just know the questions to ask?
Well, I don't do pop psychology. Carl Rogers, Maslow, you're okay, I'm okay. I'm a Freudian. So just like your psychiatrist.
Right.
It's really psychotherapy when you do analysis on someone.
Are you manipulating me right now?
Absolutely not.
Oh, thank you.
You're too good at it.
Please do.
Did you
Feel
like
free.
Law and Order Criminal Intent?
Oh, don't start. Please don't get me started. Those shows, please stop watching those shows.
What is wrong with those shows?
They're inaccurate. Nothing happens in 48 minutes.
Right. All right, but you understand it's a TV show.
I understand that. I got that.
Have it going on forever.
And so
Silence of the Lambs was a very good film.
how do you learn your craft? How did you learn this?
I went to the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center in Glencoe, so I trained there for several years. And then I had training in D.C. through the Justice Department.
And forgive me, but I don't understand what it is you do. In other words, let's say I hire you. What do I need you to do?
Well, a team of detectives are going to interrogate someone. I write the interrogation questions.
All right, so in other words, John Benet Ramsey was just killed, let's say. Okay, well, let's go back.
You're going to go back there, huh?
It's a case everybody else.
I worked on the original case.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Were you called
in the 90s?
Were you called in to try to question the parents?
I wrote an analysis of the ransom note for religious themes for the DA, and then they asked me about a year later to write a psych profile on Patsy.
Which the mom.
Which she did not like. I ended up in her book that her and her husband wrote.
Did you interview her?
No, you can't talk to people when you profile them.
Because they lawyer up, though, sometimes, and you can't talk to them.
With Patsy, my job was to write questions that would make her angry, because people will blurt things out when they're angry.
Right.
Because when you saw her on TV, she was heavily medicated.
Right. So who used your questions when they...
the detectives team.
And what was one of the questions you wrote to make her angry?
I talked about Jesus and, guilt and sin, because she was a very religious person.
So you figured that might get to her?
Well, it did. She threw a chair, so...
I see. Was it
what does that tell you?
What was the question? Do you know specifically which one she threw a chair at?
I forget which one they were at. I think it was the third question in.
Right.
And she got very angry, stood up, and
It was about Jesus.
About Jesus and forgiveness, and do you believe that when you commit a sin that God will forgive you? And she was like, where are you going with this? Because she was being interviewed. She couldn't be interrogated because she wasn't arrested.
So the mom and dad were cleared of all wrongdoing?
No, they weren't.
They were not?
No, they weren't.
You still think they had something to do with it?
Here's what I'm going to say, and I'm going to be very candid today, but it's an open murder investigation, so please understand, Howard, there's some things I can't talk about. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, the evidence is very clear that Patsy killed her daughter.
That's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
But the law
having
has never,
worked on,
let's be fair to her memory. Isn't she dead now?
Yeah, she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you came to that conclusion based on what? The evidence you looked at?
The evidence, yeah. I worked on the case. Everybody else is giving opinions about this case. They never saw the case file.
What was the thing that made you believe that she had done it?
I can't talk about the evidence.
I see.
Sorry.
But that's your belief. Did you write about that in your book?
No.
No.
I've turned down a book offer about that. I didn't want to deal with it anymore. It was the only case I ever worked on that was never adjudicated, never went to trial.
Didn't they find some guy who confessed to it?
No.
We
had already interviewed him back in the 90s. The DA that brought that up and went to find him, she took all of our research and put it in a storage locker and said that we were all biased.
There was no guy from Thailand?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
there was a guy.
He was cleared back in the 90s.
He was cleared,
taken the time to read the information.
I see. So it's still considered an open
It is
case
an open
that was
murder
never solved.
investigation in Colorado, yeah.
Wow. And since then, the woman has died. Was that frustrating to you because of your beliefs? Yeah.
Because this little girl deserved justice. And my son was the same age as 𝗏𝗵 at the time of the murder.
Right. So you took it to
as a
heart.
parent, it really bothered me.
So you really know your
Can you tell us what you think the reason for, was it like an anger thing?
Jealousy?
An accidental?
No, it wasn't jealousy. It was she felt that she was losing her daughter, control of her daughter. And that's all I can say. It had nothing to do with jealousy.
That's your opinion.
That's my opinion, yes.
Right.
And the opinion of the original team that worked on it. Steve Thomas wrote a book, if you want to read a great book about that case.
And you felt that was an accurate book?
Absolutely. He was the chief detective. I mean, I worked for him.
So you really know your stuff. You've been a criminal behavior analyst since 1988. You work in criminal psychology, forensic psychology, sex crimes, crime scene forensics, and domestic terrorism analysis.
Yes.
So, I mean, you know your stuff.
Yes.
Are you a top expert?
For the Justice Department, I'm a subject matter expert, yes, for the Hyde and the McLaughlin programs.
It's impressive. You've also been on the Oprah show. Why were you on that show?
Talking about date rape.
I see.
She didn't like what I had to say.
What did you say?
I said that people make excuses for people, and that most people don't need a hug. They need a good swift kick in the behind and told to get their act together.
Referring to what?
Coddling. People being coddled, and we got away from the date rape thing and started talking about pop psychology.
Oh, you're talking about raising people?
Yeah, how parents raise children, they're codependent with them, like Wolfie's interviews. They always drive me crazy.
They do?
Yeah, like they drive you crazy.
Does our show drive you crazy?
I've been listening since ¡85.
All right, so
I grew up with you people.
So this is what Wolfie actually...
Oh, well, then I just dispute everything you just said.
Wolfie, any guy who listens to us can't know what he's talking about. In fact, because you're so highly credentialed, I became interested in you because Wolfie suggested you come on the show because you have profiled some of the people on our show. Is that correct?
Yeah, about a year ago. To keep up my chops, I only work as a consultant on about 6 or 7 criminal cases a year.
Right.
So to keep my... you got to use it or you lose it. So I did it just for fun about a year ago.
Would it be a fun game right now if you were to describe a analysis of a person and we try to guess who that person is?
Yes.
Would that work?
Some people are going to be very unhappy. I have 6 profiles in my pocket.
Robin, would you like to play with us?
I would love that.
I would love it too. I like this game. All right, here he is, Dale Yeager. His book, 3 Myths About Bullying, What Every Parent and Grandparent Should Know. You can check out Dale's website at seraph.net, seraph.net. He is a expert profiler. He has trained the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center from 2005 to 2008. He has multiple Justice Department clearances. He is one of the only 60 forensic profilers in North America. And, more impressively, he's been on Oprah, which is everyone. So, I assume these profiles are highly accurate.
Oh, they're very accurate. People aren't going to like them, but they're accurate.
All right. Describe person number 1, and we'll see if we can guess. Fred, are you in playing on this one? Yeah.
A conflicted person unable to transition from a previously successful career to a modestly successful position now. A chameleon-like personality who adjusts behavior depending on the people they are currently spending time with. Continued attempts at resurrecting the perceived success of the previous career, insecure about physical image, vacillates between fashion that covers up and fashion that enhances gender.
That is Sal Governale.
Well, he didn't have a successful career before.
Well, I think that this guy's confused.
Let me think. Is that Sal, you think?
Well, that's my opinion.
I mean, that's a terrible profile, right, Fred? Who had a lot of success?
I have a
and now
guess, but is it? I'll just ask one. Can I ask one question?
Don't peek, Fred.
No, I'm not peeking. I can't even see. I can't even see.
Okay.
Is this someone who used to work with the show?
No, they're currently here.
Currently here.
They're outside.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's Sal.
Is Robin right?
Incorrect.
Oh,
Incorrect.
you're kidding.
All right, Robin, your guess is no good.
All right.
I actually didn't profile Sal.
Oh,
Wow.
interesting.
Well, that's
Who
the one
wants
we
to do
need.
that? That's frightening.
Wait. Currently here.
Currently here.
Transitioning from a successful career to a less
You had a successful career, Robin.
And this is
you were
what are you talking about?
you were in the military. You were an Air Force captain.
I've had 50 careers.
I'm going to
true.
take a really shitty guess. If it's someone who's currently on staff,
Yeah.
is it John Lieberman?
No.
No.
Jesus.
Who the hell could profile him? Who the hell had a successful career? Everyone here is such a loser.
When you find out, it'll make sense.
Really?
I never had a successful career except for
The
this.
key is the last. The key is the
Can
last.
I hear the last sentence again?
Insecure about physical image, vacillates between fashion that covers up and fashion that enhances gender.
Enhances gender.
I don't have a clue. Who is it?
Lisa G.
Lisa G.
Whoa.
You know, Jim McClure, who's sitting here
That's
with
interesting.
me, figured it out.
He said Lisa G.
Yeah.
Now read that again about her.
A conflicted person unable to transition from a previously successful career to a modestly successful position now. A chameleon-like personality who adjusts behavior depending on the people they are currently spending time with. Continued attempts at resurrecting the perceived success of the previous career.
Right. She's always trying to tell you how.
Well, the sweet and greet.
Right. Wow. You think she's a 30D? I guess you're not an
That's
expert.
not for me to talk about.
All right. Who's the second person?
All right, ready?
I wonder, Lisa, are you happy with that or unhappy with it? I guess we should
Is
hear
Lisa
from Lisa.
there?
She'll yell at me probably.
Interesting. You profiled Lisa. Lisa, how do you feel about that? You're having a hard. By the
I knew
way,
it was me right away.
you did.
Did you?
Are you
Sat
having a
in
hard
there
time?
when it's me.
Is he accurate? But let's be honest. Is he accurate that you had a hard time transitioning from being a morning show host
No.
to now being on the Howard 100 News team?
No. I did have a hard transition when I went from Hot 97 to my next job.
Do you vacillate between sexy clothing and clothing that covers up your gender?
No, I think I pretty much dress the same every day. I don't think it's
I
one
think
way
you
or the
cover up
other.
your gender every day. It should.
In more formal informal type situations, like on red carpet, she wears
dresses-
things that
She dolls
enhance
herself
gender.
Well, I'm not in studio, so yeah, that
Right.
makes sense.
All right, interesting. Anything else to say about Lisa while she's here?
No. We had a
she-
good conversation about
Is she well
profiling.
adjusted?
Who, Lisa?
Yeah.
Is any of us? I don't think so.
Sorry, Lisa.
You know what I asked him? I said, "Who here would go postal?" That's
And
what
I said
want to
they're
know.
all fired, so you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Do you think there's anybody here who is dangerous?
No.
No. Okay.
They're all gone.
Okay.
They're all
were some
gone.
people
Casey's
who
gone.
were.
Casey's gone.
I called Gary about Casey years and years ago, before he was ever in trouble, and I said, this guy's a violent person, and whoever answered the phone, I don't think it was Gary, said, all right, yeah, we'll let Howard know. I go, trust me, I do this for a living. You got to get this guy out of the store. I'm telling you, he's gonna kill somebody.
Well, he never killed anyone. You were wrong.
Not yet.
He's a good man.
Well, it's all relative, isn't it?
All right, Lisa, you were the
Okay.
first one up. Lisa not upset with her profile. Go ahead.
right.
Profile number 2.
Next one. A person raised in a traditional ethnic setting, including a traditional marriage profile, meaning they went from adolescence and got married in a traditional way. Because of a change in profession, this person slowly assumes a non-traditional lifestyle, which includes sexual paraphilias such as swinging.
No, I'm thinking.
Now, do you want me to explain what a paraphilia is?
Yeah.
Okay, a fetish is when you sexualize an object, like a shoe fetish.
Right.
Okay.
A sexual paraphilia is any kind of sexual behavior outside the norm of oral sex and intercourse. So bestiality, it's an action,
Right.
or an activity.
Didn't
Swinging.
Didn't Scott once say he was a swinger or something?
Yeah.
But come on, it can't be him. I mean, he's pretty. He doesn't sort of. He didn't do that out of fame.
key clue is the second statement.
Which is, say that again.
Because of a change in profession, this person slowly assumes a non-traditional lifestyle, which includes sexual paraphilias such as swinging.
It's Benji.
No.
All right, I'm wrong. Robin, you want to take a guess?
I'm still processing the information. A change in professions.
Yeah, get a point there. That wouldn't be Benji. Who is it, Fred?
Again, I've been wrong 2 times already, so why not go for a third? I'll say Sal.
No.
I'm going to say it's Ronnie.
He said he didn't profile
Ronnie.
that.
It's right. It's Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Right. Of course.
Think about it.
You're right.
He did.
Because, like, he went berserk.
He tried to become you.
Oh, I think he thinks he is me. Because he watches me all the time.
Yeah.
And then sometimes sort of unconsciously he starts doing things like
I'm waiting for him to come in and yell at me.
Ronnie disturbs you, huh?
No, he doesn't disturb me.
But
it's
what?
Just, that's his behavior.
Say it again what his behavior is.
He went from a traditional lifestyle, traditional
he was a
marriage
limo
profile,
driver, he had
got divorced,
right.
is now dating very significantly younger people.
Right.
He's hanging around at strip clubs.
Right.
And obviously a swinger, in my opinion.
Right.
I think he profiles as that.
Right.
So he went from a traditional lifestyle to a very untraditional lifestyle, which includes sexual paraphilia.
Right.
Wow.
Well, that's good. That's
He's
good.
Not a bad guy. It's just who he is.
Yeah. Okay. That's who he is.
So
anything? Is he? You're in law enforcement. Is he qualified to be my bodyguard?
Don't even start with that, because I will go off.
What do you
my
mean?
head will pop off my shoulders.
Whoa.
Seriously. You know, I sit there listening every day.
Go ahead.
Since '85. That's a long time, right?
Right.
You know, I take it very seriously when someone says, I'm going to protect someone's life. Now, you and I are dads. I have 2 children, daughter and son. You have 3 daughters. You're married. You have a wife.
Right.
When you're going to take responsibility for someone's security, you need to have proper training.
Right.
Whoever trained him ought to be shot.
I don't know that he ever had.
Well, he says he had training, and I've watched his behavior. For example, Elliot Offen was freaking out one day years ago, and Ronnie's standing there with his hands down at his hips.
Right.
First rule in executive protection is you keep your hands at your heart. For 2 reasons. One is where your arms are strongest, and secondly, you prevent yourself from getting sucker punched.
Right.
So right there tells me he wasn't properly trained.
Are you a trained fighter?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm a Matu guru in Filipino Kali and a Sifu in Wing Chun Kung Fu.
No shit.
Well, that's how I met Ŵlphie. I had no idea who he was.
You're a Sifu?
Ŵlphie is into Kung Fu?
Oh, I'm not a Sifu.
You have a brown belt.
Seafood. I do.
Yeah.
Well, I was on my way to a brown.
I know a 5-year-old girl who's on the way to her black. Howard.
Listen,
all right, take it easy.
Don't even get me started on that either. That's
Ronnie, come in here and defend yourself.
Oh, here we go.
Dale says you are not qualified.
I've got a question I can ask him to prove my point.
Okay, good.
Because he
right.
won't get the answer.
Where
what
is
are you
Ronnie?
going to do about
Bring him in
this,
here.
Howard?
Nothing.
What are you talking about? I eat seafood.
Howard
Ronnie tells me he's qualified.
Well, okay.
Where is he? Where is he?
He's so funny because he's standing there. They got the camera on him, right?
Yeah.
So I said, is he going in? Is he going in? Yeah, he's going in. So he starts to walk here, and then he just makes a left. And I'm like, Ronnie. And he just didn't answer me.
Well,
so
why won't he defend himself?
I think somebody just got here. I think maybe so. Let me go check. I'll get him.
All right, go ahead.
You think he's busy?
You think he's busy?
But it's weird because I know he heard me.
Well, he's an angry guy.
My issue with him is this training issue.
Right.
Take it seriously. You're protecting people. I ran an executive protection team for Capitol and A&M Records back in the 80s and early 90s. We dealt with death threats. So if a recording artist had death threats, we went and took care of that, worked with local law enforcement. I've done that. It's not like theory to me.
Dale's challenging that you don't have enough training. What do you think of that?
Whatever you say, dude. You know, it's okay.
Well, what are you getting all bent out of shape?
I'm not getting bent out of shape.
Why don't you talk to him about it?
The guy has his opinion, and I'm fine with it. I got nothing else to say.
You said you had a question for Ronnie.
He won't answer it.
Oh, he'll answer it. Sure he will.
Any executive protection profession would know this, Ronnie. Yeah. What does every executive protection or bodyguard carry with them at all times related to gender?
Related to gender?
Yep.
Ronnie don't even know what gender means.
Tampon.
Yeah, tampon.
Mouthwash?
Tampon. Actually, a tampon.
Ron, do we know the answer to this?
It's a tampon.
It is?
Yeah, you plug up gunshot wounds and knife wounds with it.
No shit.
It'll stop
Are you
people.
carrying a
Good,
tampon?
well done,
You have a
Fred.
tampon with you?
Yeah, I have a tampon. I carry one all the time.
But wait a second, that is a good point.
It'll
In other
stop
words,
bleeding, yeah.
If somebody gets hit,
Yeah, you plug it up. It's sterile.
what do you
Ronnie's
think
going
of
to be
that?
standing there
I
with
think
his
it's great.
finger.
Should always carry those with you.
I carry a sanitary
Have you
belt.
ever taken any kind of course in protection or?
I got to guess that.
No, seriously, have you? That means no.
There he goes.
That means no. It means he has no trend.
He's not a bad guy. He's not a bad guy. I don't
Where's
think he's a
your
bad
tampon?
guy.
I'm not saying I'm a bad.
I just wish you got
If he's
better
unhappy, let him
training.
get somebody else. It's fine with me.
Well,
Where's
I'm
your
not, I didn't
tampon?
say I was unhappy.
He's
I was
not
just
unhappy.
wanted
Why
to
are
answer
you
the
fucking
question.
grilling me like this?
I'm
Why are you putting me
curious.
up against the wall?
I'm curious.
I fucking protected your life. You remember that?
That's
okay?
right. But why are you being uptight now?
What are you busting my balls for?
Who's busting your butt? Wow,
It's like
what a
pulling
baby.
a pin on a hand grenade.
So what do you make of that, what you just saw?
He's upset.
Why?
He doesn't want to be held accountable. He does not like to be held accountable for anything.
Why is he so ashamed to answer your question?
Not ashamed. He just doesn't feel it's beneath him, I think. That's how he profiles.
But what would you? But what? You're a profiler. I'm asking you your expert opinion on what you just saw. Is he too hot-headed to be a security guy?
Well, you remember the movie Roadhouse?
Yeah.
And Patrick Swayze's character says, you don't have the temperament for the trade?
Right.
That's my answer. You can't be a hothead and do this kind of security work. You have to be very calm, very relaxed. You got to be able to calm people down, not aggravate them.
Right.
But I don't know, with him it's hard to tell what's shtick and what's real.
Oh, that was. I don't think there is shtick.
No, I don't think that was shtick, but it's hard to tell.
So you got to be calm and you got to carry tampons.
And he doesn't he doesn't do either one of those.
Think about it. Think about it.
He's bad at both
How
of
are you
them.
going to stop the bleeding? It's it's an age-old technique that's used
It's
by everyone.
true.
Yeah.
And so, wow.
Yep. Ready for the next one?
Do you have a tampon on you now, or are you not working right now?
No, I'm not working. I'm
All right, go
relaxed.
ahead. All right, give me another one. Boy, that was a good one.
All right. Because of a neurotic parent, this person developed sexual paraphilias. But after this period of time in their younger years, this person sought out a flexible mate who allowed some of their deviated sexual behavior, eventually created a traditional and stable lifestyle to counter the emotional chaos of their childhood.
I always wait to see me in this, but that's definitely not me.
Yeah, you didn't have a neurotic parent.
Well, I had neurotic. I had a neurotic parent. I probably too, but I'm saying I didn't.
That could be Gary.
That would be my guess.
She's right. It's Gary.
It is?
Gary, yeah.
But Gary didn't. You said the sexual thing. He sought out a
partner who would be flexible with his deviated sexual behavior. Yeah.
I don't see Mary.
He didn't stop.
I don't think that Mary's that flexible.
He
I'm
didn't
not sure I
stop,
understand that.
in my opinion, he didn't stop what he was doing when he was dating. We know all those stories.
Right.
When he got married. This is not reality.
Oh.
But like, what do you consider deviant sex?
Anything other than, it's not deviant, it's deviated.
What is it? So what does that
anything
mean?
outside of oral sex or intercourse is considered a paraphilia. Now, some are good and some are bad. Bestiality is bad. Anal sex can be good or bad.
So is a hand job considered?
No, that's considered part of foreplay.
So what would be some of the things that would be
anal sex?
Keep going.
Urine, peeing, spanking,
something.
I think listen, I think he's a little off. I
You do?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but maybe you were. I think you thought Mary was wild sex.
No, I don't even. I don't think I even did talk about doing that stuff when I was like. That's not stuff I talked about doing on the air. Now maybe you think that because of my personality, you see that, or is it something?
No, it's just that whatever.
The only two things I ever talked about on the air that were weird like that, I guess, were anal sex and the girl who threw up.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that was.
And what about,
by the way,
what about the pornography that you watch?
Well, that is more of a joke.
Well, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, that was like that was.
So
everybody seems to be
You've
taking.
watched no deviated sexual behavior pornography in the last 10 years in your personal life.
Of course
He
I do.
loves
I think everybody watches deviated.
He's very close to animal.
Doesn't make him a bad person. I'm just saying that
I mean, he's like an animal.
I mean,
when you have a neurotic parent, it's going to affect your sexuality.
I see.
I will be upfront with him in the sense that.
By the way, I admire you for not getting defensive. Ronnie got so defensive.
No, I'm up for talking about it.
I mean, wow,
when he was talking about it, I go, I think that sounds like me, but I don't know about the deviated sexual thing. But like,
let's go to one more. Let's go to another one.
right.
Stay in here for Gary. See if you can identify the person. Go ahead.
All right. So, grew up with a neurotic parent. This instability led to sexual insecurities and substance abuse. Societal conflicts fed these insecurities and negative behaviors. This person followed a traditional path through adolescence to adulthood. Issues of social and sexual insecurities created problems of intimacy with family members. Currently has fear and intimacy issues which prevent the elimination of insecurities and emotional stability.
It's me.
That's Howard.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
May I say something to you?
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
Hey, don't say anything to me. Hey, you can't
I
say
want to
anything.
say this.
Why should? Maybe I'll get better.
I want to say this as a, I guess the best word to use is friend and as a professional.
Good. Go ahead.
You're looking at one of the biggest fans of psychotherapy.
Go ahead.
I did it for 5 years every week. It saved my life, along with the Dr. Sarno book. Thank you, by the way, for that.
You're welcome.
I've
Go
given
ahead.
60 of them out.
Let me hear your advice.
You are holding back in your therapy. And many years ago, you told your psychiatrist you wanted to stop, and he said no. And he was absolutely right, because you're holding back, and I can prove it to you.
Go ahead.
You're a married man using condoms.
Right.
What are you, a sailor?
No.
I mean, anybody that I know that's married that uses condoms has intimacy issues. You are keeping, and just bear with me. I'm trying to help
Go
you.
ahead.
Here.
I'm not.
I'm doing it
I'm
out
not
of
Ronnie.
kindness.
I'm not getting uptight.
You got to give that up, because ultimately you're keeping 1 foot back in your OCD.
But he doesn't want to get his wife pregnant.
Listen. I'm going to tell you something. There are many ways to stop pregnancy that don't involve the pill.
Yeah, but there's only one that a man can control.
Now listen, let me ask you.
And I don't want my wife to have to take the pill, and I don't want to have to put an intrauterine device.
You
Which
don't
you know
have
is
to do that
dangerous.
either. There's many other ways. Humor me.
What are the other
Do
ways?
me a favor.
Pulling out?
Do me a favor.
Go ahead.
Raise your right hand.
Go ahead.
Put it down.
Go ahead.
So you have cognitive function. You can control your body.
Yes.
If you really worked at it, you could control that.
But
So you're saying
she might be pregnant 5 times before he figures
Yeah,
it
right. What if I fucked it up? I mean, Robin's right.
Robin,
I mean,
what is he, Amish?
I don't want. Listen,
I
if
think
my
that-
wife is a Catholic who says to me, if she was pregnant, she would never get an abortion for herself. She believes in the right for other people to have them. But for herself, she doesn't believe in it.
Well, you're going to have a child. I'm going to tell you right now. Welcome to the reality.
My wife's 40 years old.
You're going to have a child.
What are you saying?
I'm telling you there are 2 types of females that don't have children. One is they have serious sexual trauma in their childhood.
Go ahead.
She doesn't profile that way.
That's right.
Or they have serious family dysfunction in their childhood, which she doesn't profile that way.
That's right.
So at some point she's going to want to do that. Why do you think all this stuff with the dogs? It's an ad hoc child.
The dog is. Well, we know that.
Yeah.
Our dog was our
I think
child.
eventually it's going to happen. But let's get back to the issue of OCD. Right. You can't keep 1 foot in, 1 foot back. I think it's partially the pregnancy issue, but I've thought about this for a long time, Howard. I think a lot of it has to do with you still clinging to pieces in the past. And I would beg
What do you
of
mean
you,
pieces in the past?
Pieces of the OCD life that you lived.
I still have a lot of OCD issues.
Well,
I struggle with it every day.
Your wife loves you dearly.
Yes, she
that's,
does.
That's obvious.
And I love her.
But she tolerates this. And at some point you have to say, you know what, I got to be completely healed before I die.
Right.
And I'm just out of.
So if I stop using condoms, would I be healed in your opinion?
I think it would help a lot.
You do?
I really do.
Interesting. Well,
do you really grab a condom every time?
Not every. Listen, actually, no.
See, I didn't think you could.
I think it's off and on.
That's right.
But don't toy with that.
But for the most part, I am very consistent.
But in psychotherapy, you can't hold back. It's an excellent, if you have the money and time.
But I'm not holding back.
But
how do you know I'm holding back?
That shows holding back if you use it. Do you still use them?
Yes, of course I do. That's our birth control.
Not for married people.
Gary.
I used condoms when I was married because my wife was on the pill and
You're
she didn't want
married.
to. I mean, exactly. But
Freudian slip. Freudian slip.
It was like a health thing. My wife got to a certain age where she didn't want to take the pill anymore.
Right.
So does that mean?
So you use condoms, right?
Right.
And
you use them.
And I would. You don't use them now.
Sometimes.
But
what do you mean sometimes?
Yeah. See.
Sometimes I don't.
And both of you have something in common.
My dad used condoms.
Both of you have something in common.
Yeah. The first line for
the
both of us was
parent.
Right, yeah.
That creates sexual issues and sexual intimacy issues and germ issues and all that OCD stuff.
How does it?
What would Dr. Sarno say to you about that condom use if he was sitting right here?
He'd say you're smart. your wife and you don't want to have a kid,
Robin,
so why
what
would
do
you
you
use
think?
a condom? But we don't want to.
Most married couples don't use any
That's not
contraception.
true. I don't believe that's true.
Well, I'm telling you right now.
So most Catholic people who don't want to have not Catholic people who don't want to have kids who are married.
I don't buy
won't
this.
use a condom. You don't think?
No. I didn't say that. I said most. If you look at the studies from the federal government, The dirty little secret is that about 70% of couples, after they've been married 20 years, do not use anything at all. They just pull out or finish when they're outside.
Huh? Maybe you're right. I don't know. I'll be open to that.
And you understand, I'm saying this out of kindness of my heart.
I'm not taking offense.
I think you've made great strides.
Right.
And I'm not taking offense at,
but I know my dad used condoms.
But ask yourself the question: are you keeping your foot in the still back in that world?
My dad looked at me and said, "I don't want another one of these."
But see, I'm in the same boat as you. Whereas Mary said, if I were to get pregnant, I would not have an abortion.
Right,
so
and you don't want another kid.
Yeah, so to me that says, well, I don't want to have another kid.
So but why did you grab them sometimes and sometimes not?
Because I'm like a monkey and I can't.
Yeah, but the two of you. But think about this. But think about this. Between the two of you, how many children do you have?
5.
So
between the two of us. Yeah.
So you've produced good-looking, smart children that are very stable people.
Right.
So there's no reason why another one, whether you want one or not.
Well,
I understand that.
But you have to raise a kid.
I understand that.
I got it. By accident.
At 52, I think it would kill me to try to raise a child.
Exactly.
It's a very what we're talking about is a very selfish act. It's not about what I would produce. It's about me.
I'm 58 years
old.
But
the issue of condoms does indicate. And I'm not alone in this, that there are intimacy issues and contact issues. And you really have to ask yourself, does my wife tolerate it, and because she loves me, or am I clinging still to something in the past? One foot ahead,
I'll
one foot
consider
back
that.
is not
I'm not going to
good.
be like Ronnie and fight you, man. Did you see Ronnie run out of here?
Yeah. Let me ask you something, Howard. Does Beth ever object to condom use?
Sometimes she will, but for the most part, she's like, she agrees with me that she doesn't want to take the pill.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, there are other ways.
She does object.
as he said.
Occasionally, but not often. But sometimes she does. Sometimes
one objection is telling you what's going on in the unconscious mind of your wife.
All right, okay. All right, well, maybe you're right.
And you know what the thing with you, the two of you, is it's very obvious, professionally, that she loves you.
Yes.
This is real.
Oh, I believe so.
And you're very blessed to have that.
And I love her.
Yeah, I know you do.
And by the way, I'm a terrific husband. Sort of.
You are.
Well, I am, right? You see me.
Gary thinks you're a terrific
husband. But, Gary, that's another issue with Howard. One of my fears is that when you stop the radio show...
Yeah, please make it happen soon.
Listen, well, I know why you signed up. And, and it had nothing to do with the radio show. It had to do with these people that you feel responsible for.
Thank you.
But the issue is, I'm worried you're pseudo-agoraphobic at this point. You just don't... You live in a bubble.
Right.
And I see you doing a Howard Hughes at some point.
It will happen, yeah.
See, can I say something?
Well, she will definitely object to the nails.
Can I say something about that? I thought Howard lived in a bigger bubble 15 years ago than the one he lives in now.
Yeah.
Howard's more willing to go out and talk to people than he was 15.
Bubble.
Oh, no doubt. But the bubble's gotten bigger.
The profile is right.
When have you been outside the country in the last 10 years?
Oh, please. That ain't happening.
We're talking about Canada or the Caribbean.
My wife and I are talking about taking a trip to Italy.
Well, they always talk about it. They've been talking about it for 3 years.
Thank God that the reason we didn't go this year is because our dog was old.
Yeah, but what about last year and the year before that?
Howard.
But now I have no more excuses.
Howard, go to Italy and leave the condoms at home. This would be good therapy for you.
Yeah, and have a baby?
No, he didn't say have a baby.
Well, I mean, you know what? My wife is hot.
You have control.
You have control. You ever hear of dribble?
You have control.
Guys who pull out.
There's no sperm in the first part of that.
No, wait a second. When you're fucking, sometimes you have pre-cum.
He wants you to have a baby.
Get clipped.
Get clipped? Are you crazy? I'm not letting anybody touch my balls if they can find them.
Howard, was your last trip out of the country was not to the Cannes Film Festival, was it?
I went on vacation somewhere, but Mexico. But I'll never go there.
But he's like outside of the continental.
No, I'm not going to Mexico.
We just rescued people from Mexico. Don't go to Mexico.
I've gone to a few resorts, but it's hard, it's almost like being in America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the safest thing you can do.
Was that your only trip ever to Europe?
No, I've been to England with Robin, and
Yeah, with the
that was a long time ago.
A couple of times.
Yeah, 100
All right,
years
you
ago.
want the next one?
Ken, go ahead. You're on the air.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Go ahead, Ken.
No, I like this guy a lot. I don't necessarily agree with the using condoms because, you don't want kids, you don't want kids.
Right.
But this business with Ronnie, and he really makes the point. I've called Ronnie out twice on the very issues that your good guest here has called him out on. And he'll shout me down, and he'll go off apeshit on a caller. But he cowers in the face of somebody who might know what he's talking about, or Ronnie possibly has a glimmer of belief he knows what
I saw Ronnie get very intimidated by this gentleman.
Yes.
I saw Ronnie run out of the room. You chased him right out of the room.
But a caller, he won't even let you get a word in.
That's his thing. He yells over you.
Yeah, and that just shows he's insecure. But he's not trained. He is a hothead. How many times have you talked about incidents on the road?
Listen. I don't know why he was so afraid of Dale. I would answer Dale's questions. I'll answer Dale's questions all day. I ain't afraid.
I mean, I just want him to, as a professional, because he does care about you. He loves you. But go get the training.
Right.
I mean, I was just in Brooklyn last year with my VP, Keith
Instead of going to strip clubs.
training air marshals in tactics.
Right.
And those guys were 26 years old. I'm 52. We were throwing them around the room, and they were like, we really need to know how to handle people. I mean, I do this for a living. I've done it for real. And
think
I'm
what
just
you said
asking
was,
him to
Dale,
get his training.
I think you were absolutely on target. Say, hey, man, go in for some training courses. Why was the guy so frightened of that?
I don't know.
Howard, I don't even think he loves you that much as you're saying. I think he loves the life.
He loves the life.
No, he loves Howard. He's very loyal to him.
All right, let's go to Megan. Megan, go ahead.
Hi, Howard. I have a question. So I also, like the previous caller, get the condom issue. But do you make out with Beth every time you have sex? Because to me, that's a big sign of intimacy.
I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about my specific sex with my wife.
They're very loving. They're very loving.
Do we have foreplay?
Yeah.
Listen, we have our thing and it works.
But you don't want to tell us that you have foreplay?
Of course, we have foreplay.
But I do find it interesting, Howard, that you will talk about sex. You'll talk about sex with Beth, but you won't talk about making out with her.
Right, which is
no. Of course, I make out with my wife. What are you kidding me?
Well, then answer the question. What are you making a big deal about it for?
So if we don't make out and we don't have foreplay, let's say we just fuck. What are you saying? There's an intimacy problem?
No, absolutely not. They're missing the point.
What is the point?
There's three types of sex. There's everyday sex, there's quickies, and there's the romantic stuff that goes on for 2-3 hours.
Right.
So that all is relative to.
So if it's all there in some sort of combination, okay.
I don't think you have that issue.
Are you worried? My goodness.
I'm not worried about anything. I'm having a good time.
Howard's having group therapy.
I'm enjoying my life with my wife.
I hear Fred laughing at all this.
What is
this? I'm not laughing about that.
Sam, go ahead. You're on the air. Thank you, Megan, by the way. Sam, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, hi. If your wife is ovulating and you have sperm, you didn't have a baby.
That's right.
I don't care if you had a childhood trauma or your family doesn't like you. This guy is crazy. Don't listen to him.
Well, that's what I mean, condom. I mean, I don't know. I was raised that you use a condom, but what do I know?
Yeah, but your dad could have had the same intimacy issues.
All right.
I got 2 more.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
All right, because I got
Will told me 6.
I didn't realize Jeff was here.
It's up to you. You tell me.
What do you got? You got one more good one? Give me one more good one.
One more good one.
Give me one more good one before we say goodbye.
Let's see. One more good one. Okay. Ethnic issues and family dysfunction led this person to serious social interaction and trust issues from adolescence to early adulthood. This person eventually developed a stable, traditional family life to counter the issues from childhood, has created an area of their life related to art to express their analytical mind and emotions.
Fred.
Yeah.
Wow.
Say it again. He was what? Because he's got a lot of...
He wants anal intrusion in that.
He developed a stable, traditional family life to counter the issues of instability from childhood.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
And then he created an area of life related to art, his music, to express his analytical mind and emotions.
Good. All right. He's like a Vulcan, that's all.
It's about the most stable profile I wrote.
You know, Fred has turned
Fred is very stable.
Fred has impressed me with his life.
Yeah.
He has overcome a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like one of Jerry's kids.
Well, no.
Your success. You went to camp and you came out good.
He overcame a lot. Mostly, when I say a lot, I refer to me and my interaction with him. He overcame that. And he overcame a tough family life. And you're right. He has a very sort of stable existence. And has exemplified someone who can overcome a lot of adversity.
He's created a very stable life for himself.
Well,
and
Dale,
I knew tampons were good for gunshots.
That's true.
Good for you. That was an accident.
Came up with that right away.
Anyway, Dale Yeager, you've been a fascinating guest.
Thank you.
I'm glad you came by today. I learned a lot about Ronnie
We learned a lot about you.
And I learned a lot about me. You are impressive guy, I have to say. You're not a bullshit artist.
So are you.
Thank you to 𝗦𝗵cie for bringing you by. Where is 𝗦𝗵cie? 𝗦𝗵cie, say a quick hello, and I know he came up
Profile
with you.
𝗦𝗵cie.
Yeah, well, 𝗦𝗵cie. Dale Yeager's book, 3 Myths About Bullying, What Every Parent and Grandparent Should Know to Protect Their Children and Grandchildren, is available now at Amazon.com. And check out Dale's website at seraph.net. 𝗦𝗵cie, a good call on this guy. He seems to know what he's doing.
He's very accurate, very opinionated. I thought you would love him.
I liked him a lot, and he blew Ronnie right out the window. What is that? The only guy who couldn't handle it was Ronnie.
The second you brought up his name, he was pouting in the back. He was not going to come in at all.
He's the funniest guy, isn't he?
I think it's security issues. I mean, security issues, obviously. He's worried that he doesn't do a good job, and I think the spotlight was put on him today.
He couldn't handle it.
Definitely.
Couldn't handle it. Wow. Well, Dale, you know your stuff.
Thank you.
And thank you. And 𝗦𝗵cie, later on, I'm going to be playing a interview that 𝗦𝗵cie did with Chick-fil-A. Very interesting stuff about Chick-fil-A. That I'm watching this guy Huckabee on Fox News, and what a character. I mean, former governor.
I wasn't pouting, by the way.
What was that?
Now he's back.
I wasn't pouting. Oh, here we go.
You ran out like a scared baby. What happened to you? Everybody's here talking to the guy.
Good,
You ran
glad.
out.
You can all talk to him. It's fine. I don't
asked
have
one question. You ran right out of the room.
I don't have to talk to him if I don't want to talk
so
to him.
defensive.
I don't have to. I'm not defensive.
The guy made a good point. He said he liked you. He said, hey, if I was
I'm glad
Ronnie,
he likes me. I'm happy for him.
He says you should once in a while take a training class.
He doesn't know what I do.
Well, he was trying
He
to
has
ask
no
you,
idea
and you
what I
ran
do.
right
And I
out of
don't
the
have
room.
to tell him what I do.
Ronnie, what do you do?
It's not his business.
Well, what do you do?
I don't do anything.
Do you have a, no, do you
I
have
don't
a training?
do anything.
Do you
I
go
don't
to a
do
training?
anything. If you're not a happy person with me, that's the main line here.
I'm
if
happy,
you're not
but
happy
do
with
you
me,
do any
all
training?
you have to do is say goodbye. It's easy. Okay, it's very easy.
But that's not the
I don't
why
need
are
to
why are
explain
you getting attacked?
I don't need to explain myself to this man.
He just
is
said,
nobody to me.
Wait a
Don't you
second.
understand
If a
that?
guy walked up to me and he says, hey, I think you and your wife using condoms shows a lack of intimacy, I say, let me consider that. Let me hear what this... He's a guy, he's well-versed in this psychology stuff.
I'm happy for him.
So I go, okay, let me think about it. I don't think it's accurate for me. I don't think I have an intimacy issue, but maybe he's got something there. I'll consider it. So the guy says to you, hey, I know Ronnie's in security. I've done all of this stuff.
Right.
Ronnie, I've offered many training classes. What type of training do you take, or do you take any? And you're like, fuck you! You're not happy.
Fuck you.
You're like,
I
you're not happy
you.
with me. Get rid of me. You're so defensive, dude. Why don't you just say to the guy, have
Why
a conversation?
Why are you so angry? What are you so angry with me about?
I'm not angry
Look
with
at you. You're blowing up here. Why are you blowing up?
Because you're weird.
I don't have to talk to this man. He's
No one
not
said
part
you
of my
have
life,
to.
and I don't want to.
No one said you have
I
to.
don't want to.
I'm wondering why you're so afraid to talk to him.
I don't want to talk to him.
Why?
I got no reason to talk to him.
Do you respect his credentials?
But Ronnie,
I have no reason to talk to him either.
But Ronnie, professionals talk to each other about training.
Sir, I don't have to talk to you.
No, you don't have to.
And I don't want to talk to you.
I wasn't trying to have a conflict with you.
I'm not trying to have a conflict. I just don't want to. I just don't want to talk to you.
Ronnie, don't
understand.
Why?
𝗦𝗵cie, I'm not talking to you.
You're being a baby.
There he goes. He's going to throw the headphones
No, I'm
down.
not throwing anything. I don't need to talk to either one of them. What does he know?
Why
what does he know about me?
I mean, you don't have to talk to anybody, but why are you afraid to talk to these guys?
I don't want to talk to him.
Why?
Okay?
Can you tell me why?
I just don't feel like it.
Some people you do talk to and some you don't.
Yeah, well, I talk
Why
to who I
these
feel
two?
like talking to.
Why these two?
Okay? And it's like every time that one of these things comes up, it's you who likes to fucking put me on the burner.
Me?
Yeah, and you're happy to do it.
The guy put me on the burner.
You know
Do you
what?
see me getting
No,
upset?
but you're happy to do it because you know it riles me up.
But what
okay?
about me?
And you
He
love
just
doing
put
it.
me- he just put
so
me on the burner.
If you're happy, I'm happy. But if you're not happy with me, then we got a problem.
Did I say
we have a real
do you
problem.
see what you're doing? Do you see what you're doing?
No, I'm not doing anything.
You're trying to create something between me and you. The guy walks in. He did a profile of everyone. You're the only one upset.
Profiled by him.
You're the only one
I've
upset.
been doing a fucking job here for 27 years, dude. I don't need him to tell me anything.
No one needs any of this. It's a show. Why are you getting so upset?
If I've been doing the right thing all along, I don't understand why I have to answer to him.
Man, are you fucked up?
Yeah, I am fucked up.
You're afraid of talking to a guy.
I am fucked up.
You're afraid of talking to people.
I talk to who I feel like talking to. And if I don't feel like talking to him,
Roddy,
I talk to my own psychiatrist or psychologist.
But what if you learn
I don't need to talk to this
but
guy.
What if you learn
he knows
something?
nothing about me. Nothing. He comes in here and he thinks he knows about me, but he knows nothing about me.
Roddy,
I'm not a fucking swinger where he ever.
He said he doesn't. He asked you a question because he doesn't know.
Where that comes from in his head. That never happened in my life, being a swinger. Where does he come up with shit like that? I don't have to listen to this man.
I don't know, man.
All right? And I'm not walking out.
Wow.
I'm just telling you, I don't have to explain anything to him. To me, he's nobody. He's just another person on the street.
You sound awfully defensive to me, dude.
Well, I'm sorry.
Wow,
Maybe you should consider getting somebody else to work with you.
Why do you always go there?
Now,
do you
why are you firing yourself?
Do you want to fire yourself? Then quit.
Obviously, you're not happy.
You're firing yourself.
If you
I'm
keep
happy.
bringing people in to try and fucking pick my head.
I didn't bring this guy in for you, Ronnie. That's another fucking weird thing.
We didn't know who he was going to profile.
He just walked in and he came in and he said he's a profile.
But why do you have to keep? Why do I have to come in and defend myself if I don't want to?
Why do you keep quitting your job?
I'm not quitting.
Do you not want to do it?
I'm not quitting. I didn't say I quit.
I never said I was unhappy with you.
Then why
are you hearing that?
Why do I have to talk to this guy?
You don't have to, but why are you so afraid?
Why do I have to defend myself?
Why are you so afraid?
Why do I have to defend myself?
Same reason we all just did.
I don't want to. That's my prerogative. I don't have to fucking
You're
talk
afraid to talk to him.
Okay, if that's
Admit it.
If that's
Are
what
you afraid to talk to him?
No.
Then why won't you talk to him?
to talk to him. I have no reason to talk to this man at all.
So, Ronnie, you want to be a part of the show sometimes, but not all the time. Will you tell us when you don't want to be?
So sometimes, like Robin says, you want to be involved with the show, but sometimes you don't. So we're supposed to figure out when you want to be in the show.
I came in, I said I got nothing to say to him, and that's it.
You like Ronnie's block party.
What does that have to do with it?
It has everything to do with it. You want to participate sometimes,
I participate
but other
all
times
the time.
you won't talk to this guy.
I have nothing to say to him.
I think
he wants to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to him.
He's being exposed, and he's upset
I'm
about
exposed,
that.
right?
But he's not being exposed. He hasn't even. It seems like he has something to hide.
Wolfie, please stay out of this because it's got nothing to do with you.
I think he's.
It's got nothing to do with you.
What do you think, Wolfie?
I think he's exposing weaknesses.
Look at you! Just chased him out of the room by saying
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh my
I'm
God!
not talking. I think Howard. I think I was much more tougher with you.
Absolutely.
But we had an
anything.
honest exchange as dads, as executives, as people.
And you know what? Maybe you're right. I'm actually thinking about what you said.
Known you for a long time.
Right.
So, trying to help.
I'm not threatened by you.
No.
This fucking guy is so threatened.
Professionally,
all you had to do was talk to
Ronnie.
me.
He could probably help Ronnie.
No, I'm not a therapist.
No, professionally in terms of his job in security.
Yeah, which is all I'm asking is say, hey, professionals talk. I was talking to one of your security guys out there. He's NYPD detective. I train NYPD detectives. We talked. We had a nice conversation.
Might learn something.
Right.
Might not, but you don't know.
Professionals talk all the time about training. What's the big deal?
Ronnie is allergic to training, I think.
I would love if Ronnie carried a tampon or two. I mean, he should have a utility belt like Batman.
With all tampons. His bullet holders are tampons.
But it also seems like Ronnie wants to be a part of the show. He's on the wrap-up show every day. He runs in there.
Right. He's always got input to other
suddenly
things.
You show up, and now he doesn't want to be part of the show.
I think Ronnie, like in my profile, was drug into this character position on the show.
I didn't drag him in.
No, it happened organically over the years.
He's pacing the halls. Look at him. He's all upset.
I think I got a camera on him.
Yeah, look at it.
They're stalking him.
He's all upset.
He's being stalked.
Man, I can't believe it.
He's still yelling.
It's funny. Like you didn't even get out half a question and you fucking leveled the guy.
He's the first person to get upset if someone's not a team player.
Right.
So you challenge him and he runs away like a baby.
He wasn't being a team player. He's always blaming 𝗛𝐺 as not being.
Everybody else engaged with me, which
everyone,
was good.
even 𝗛𝐺 engaged.
Yeah, I wasn't being judgmental. I'm just talking about profiles. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, you chased him right out of the room. It was weird.
Now I have to deal with him out there.
He'll be fine. But is he the most volatile person here? I guess so, huh?
The most volatile?
You know, but like, don't go on the wrap-up show and be part of that, and don't be on part of the block party.
Yeah.
Don't be part of that, and then all of a
Well,
sudden.
he certainly piles on when somebody else is getting, what they consider like a rough time.
Right.
But he doesn't like it when it's him.
Yeah.
You chased him right out of the room.
Right.
You didn't even say anything to the guy.
All the volatile people were fired over the last couple of years, so you're safe.
Right. He has opinions about people that worked on this show.
Yeah. That's a whole nother story.
Well, hey, another day.
Another day.
I like when you come
back.
Hey, Howard,
did you know it was 𝗵𝐶𝗄𝗿? You knew right away. Right?
Howard, I got to tell you something funny. Yeah. I'm on the Amtrak train yesterday coming from Philly, and he was in my car.
No kidding.
You're kidding.
Yeah, he was all wired up, and he was in flip-flops, and I didn't get to say hi to him because, and I was hoping he wasn't using the bathroom on the train. So.
I was going to have Ronnie judge the beauty pageant tomorrow, but maybe I shouldn't because he don't like coming in here.
Yeah, he You might get dragged into something he doesn't like.
All right. Anyway, listen, Dale, thank you. And we'll check out your book, 3 Myths About Bullying, What Every Parent and Grandparent Should Know to Protect Their Children and Grandchildren. It's available now at Amazon.com. Check out Dale's website at Sarath.net. And Wolfie, thanks to you, and I'll get to your stuff later on. Wolfie's been checking in with lots of good stuff lately.
Yes.
And we'll be back right after these words. I wanted to... to get to more, but I got Jeff Ross here. I would have. I
know you don't like shaking hands. So.
Well, yeah, because I got intimacy. If I could put a condom on my head,
I'll put you through the torch. I'll just wait.
You've been working.
Good? Yeah.
You're doing some great stuff for us.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate the opportunity, and there's some cool stuff coming up in the next 5 weeks or so that I'm going to be doing.
Now, what do you do? You guys do martial arts together? What'd you run out of the room for? What's wrong with you?
He teaches my son. My son's 5.
What does he teach him?
Martial arts.
Oh, martial arts?
Yeah, I just...
Well, I have a part-time martial arts club, you know, and it's my decompression.
Is that how you guys met?
Yeah, his son's in our kids program.
He didn't even know who I was.
I had no idea. My son told me.
That's
funny.
I
go, that's not true. He goes, yeah, he's Wolfie. I go, really? Yeah, so that's how I met him.
Wolfie's a good guy.
He's a good guy. Thanks for having me on.
I'm not interested in you. Stop taking my picture.
Thank you.
Go look and hide. I could give a shit.
I enjoyed him, and I thought, you know, that was good.
There you go. Cool. Appreciate it. I don't know that that's wrong. That could be an intimacy thing.
Pulling out is way crazier than whatever intimacy issue. I don't want to have another kid.
I don't. I mean, I don't know how else to do it.
Call it whatever you want to call it.
And condoms just don't bother me.
Well, they bother me. That's a problem.
And it doesn't seem to slow me down.
Dale.
Hi.
Your analysis, sort of as predicted, caused a bit of controversy, especially with the man leaving my frame right now.
Uh-huh.
Why do you think Ronnie became so defensive?
You know, he doesn't. Some people don't like to be profiled. I mean, it's a very uncomfortable thing. He says I'm inaccurate. I don't think I'm inaccurate, but
when he came out here, he was upset. But he said, "Who are you? What are your credentials?" Well, if you were to tell him, if you were to...
I train the interrogators for the Army, Army intelligence officers. I train DEA agents, Secret Service. I went to the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. I'm a Justice Department trainer, so I've done this. Done it for a long time, 22 years.
You're decorated as far as protection and psychoanalysis of criminals and things of
did it for a long time.
What does Ronnie do well? Is there anything you've noticed that he does well?
He's very loyal. I mean, he's very loyal, and he does pay attention. So I actually said some positive things about him, but I don't think he heard those.
What are some of the other negative things he does? I know you mentioned he keeps his hands in the wrong position. The training, I know you said, is sporadic at best.
He doesn't stand off to the side. He stands directly in front of potentially violent people. That's something you don't do. You never stand directly in front of someone.
Why? Why is it important to be off?
There's 9 weapons in front of someone: 2 fists, 2 elbows, 2 knees, 2 feet, and a headbutt. Why would you stand in front of 9 weapons? Makes no logical sense. You always step to the side. That's how you control people.
That alone gives you an advantage because they can't see you coming.
Women, men, doesn't matter. Yeah.
What about the psychological implications of Ronnie? Of someone who gets defensive at criticism, and what does that indicate to you?
He's got a bad temper. You know, he's a hothead, and that's something that he has to get under control if he's going to do security work. You have to be calm to do security work. So, you know.
The other thing I was going to ask you about is with Howard. I mean, you mentioned what a fan you've been over the last close to 30 years.
Yes.
Was it tough to tell someone that you like and respect so much something so negative about him?
Absolutely not, because I didn't say it out of a negative. I really want to help him because I do believe in psychotherapy. I've seen him benefit from it, but he's holding back. That's an indication of holding back, and I wanted to say that to him because I wanted to help him. I sincerely wanted to help him because he needs to complete that process of healing.
So you're starting to sort of spur that, get it in his head.
I wanted him to think about it, to ask those questions. Ultimately, my job isn't to give you the answers, it's to make you ask the right questions about yourself. I have to do it to myself, too, so.
Fun time today, Dale. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Wolfie, another great discovery by you.
Thanks,
good work, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, everybody.
Gary, why don't you believe that this guy is corrected in his analysis of you?
I didn't say it was all wrong. I mean, the part about my mother is right, but I think that his perception of my sexual being is based on a lot of stuff that has been told on the air, which is mostly truth. But I didn't agree with it, but I can understand how he can come up with that idea. I can swear on the life of my children that I'm not into like any weirdness, like, you know, like he was saying, like urinating and spanking. I find spanking to be, to me, I've always thought the dumbest fucking thing in the world. And I remember when Howard would talk about this, was that Master Bill spanking video? I thought to myself, if anything, what a bore. Like, I remember watching it because Howard always talked about it, and I thought, why would I want to spank when I could be having sex? Like, to me, I find a lot of these weird sexual things are sort of putting off what you're there to do. And I find them boring. But I like him. I like this guy. I think he's really good.
How would you classify yourself sexually?
Adventurous, but not crazy. I think would be a great way. You know, and when I say adventurous, I mean within my little bubble. I mean, you know, I'm not so adventurous. I'm gonna like, you know, like I wouldn't be interested in me, another guy, and a woman. I'm not that adventurous.
There are boundaries. Many of them.
Well, everyone has their own wacky boundaries.
Right, but more conventional boundaries than is what
I think that in the grand scheme of things, people would be surprised to find that I'm probably more conventional in that area than they might think. When I was young and out there doing, sure, we messed around, but I don't have any weird stories. I've never had any like sort of like, you know, almost sort of, you know, group sex or gay thing or anything like that. And, you know, just, not, like I said, it's not as weird as people might think, but I like this guy anyway.
Why allow people like this to get under your skin?
It's not under my skin, dude.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you just answer to him about your training and let him know that you've done a good job? But why let him speak?
I like to know he's protected.
Ron, let's just clear your good name once and for all.
Let's not.
No, but this guy's attempting to put words in your mouth, tell you how well trained or unprepared you might be.
Please, give me a break with this shit, okay? There's nothing. I got nothing to say about it. And that's the end of it. Okay?
Fair enough.
I want to know who this guy protected and saved lives. Whose life is saved.
Are you implying that you've saved lives?
Speak with words.
Have you saved a life?
What's that?
Have you ever had to save Howard's or anyone else's life?
Read the newspapers from back in the 90s. That's all I keep saying.
Okay. I'm going to break out my 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄. I'm going to look that up. Be back in a little bit. Ron, why don't you want to talk to this guy?
I got no reason to talk to him, and that's it. Goodbye. You know, what the fuck?
But it's making you look worse by now.
I don't care. This guy means nothing to me. Wolfing is a piece of shit under my shoe. He shouldn't even be in there. He's got nothing to do with this. Because he brought a guest in? He shouldn't be in there. He's got nothing to do with this.
But why not clear your good name? Why not?
Oh, Greg, stop it with your nonsense already. Stop with the clearing my good name bullshit. All right? God, you guys are fucking unbelievable.
What about him makes you not want to speak to him? Because you'll speak to other people like Howard says. You pick and choose.
I got nothing to say to him.
Why? Why him specifically?
I got nothing to say to him.
What don't you like about him?
Oh, God. Jesus Christ, man. Give it a rest.
I should mention that Jeffrey Ross is coming in at 8 o'clock. I love Jeffrey. Jeff Ross is a guy who goes to all those roasts. He's mostly known for roasting.
He's a great roaster, yes.
He actually was at the Roseanne Barr roast that occurred yesterday. I was talking about a little earlier that Tom Arnold showed up and was really, really funny, according to the newspaper. And But
Did you see the picture of Jeffrey in the paper the other day?
Yeah, he went to the Roseanne roast, dressed as what's the coach's name? I can't think of it.
Like Paterno.
Paterno, Joe Paterno. He went dressed as Joe Paterno.
And he had his arms around 2 young boys.
Yeah, during the roast. Those roasts, I mean, he consistently kills it. And I was reading some article where, we'll talk to him about this, his preparation for a roast goes into the months, not weeks. I mean, and you can hear it. I mean, he comes up with these perfect jokes. It's phenomenal format for him. Right? I mean, who knew of Jeffrey Ross till he started these roasts?
No, it was the roast that put him on the map.
And he's terrific at it. I mean, he's awesome. So anyway, Jeffrey Ross coming in. Maybe he'll have some stories.
Hi. Oh, good morning, Jeff.
Hi.
Hey. How are you this morning?
Oh, man, I am top of the world.
I haven't seen you in a while.
It's been too long.
How are things?
Things are great. Things are really good. The rule was David Arquette had to come on 48 more times before I could come on.
It's an automatic?
Yes, I'm feeling good. Hi, guys.
Are you going to let Howard know about that it's been a little bit ridiculous that...
In case they ask me to roast them, I'm not going to just jump in on them because I'm a guest. I want to be a good guest.
Okay.
But, if these things come up, I'm loaded with a few killer roast jokes.
You've got some verbal ammo.
That's right. Always.
We'd expect nothing less from you.
I really appreciate that. It's great to be here, everybody. What's up, Howard fans? Good to be here. Good to be here at WNBC 6660 AM.
WNBC.
First time I ever heard Howard, he was interviewing the Beastie Boys in the 80s.
Wow.
And now here I am, as a grown man, coming back. It's cool.
All right, sir. We'll see you in the studio.
Beyond excited to be here. Beyond. Nervous almost, biting my nails. Just the exhilaration of being back in the King's lair.
Well, Jeff Ross is here. He's fresh from the Roseanne roast. I played you... it happened just the other night, like 2 nights ago. Hey, Jeff. Look good. You lost a little weight since I last saw you.
Usually the roasts are on a Sunday night. I don't know when they did
The roast was... When was the roast of Roseanne?
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
I played your segment from there. It was hysterical.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, they sent it over to me. It was good to hear you. Good Lord, that roasting has made you huge, right?
It's our new national pastime.
For a long time, the rap on roasters, young guys doing roast, they weren't hard enough on people. They weren't angry enough. There was a period of time where roasting started to fall apart. Like, people were actually going on and being friendly to the guy they were roasting. And then they started calling in real comics to do it. And because I remember the D. Martin roasts were vicious. But then it got nice. Everyone didn't want to, is it hard to say something really shitty about someone to their face?
I would only say it to their face.
Right. You don't talk behind people's back.
It's hypocritical. A true roast master says it right to him.
But when you were looking at Carrie Fisher and you say, "Hey, Carrie, gravity, the force is still with you, but it's gravity," which implies that she's a fucking mess. And there's some truth in that. I mean, she doesn't look like Carrie Fisher anymore.
Right.
That is harsh. I mean, you can feel a woman close up on you, right? When you start doing that.
The only time I ever, at one of these things, had some jokes and balked and stopped was when Farrah Fawcett was at the William Shatner roast. I had all these jokes about how terrible she looked, and she looked beautiful, and it took me right back to when I was a kid, and I just couldn't get the joke.
Is that right?
Yeah.
In other words, it felt disingenuous to make fun of her for looking bad when she looked good.
And I worshipped her my whole life.
You couldn't go through with it. But some celebrities do get angry with you.
Occasionally, but rarely.
Penny
well, a
Marshall?
lot of them...
That's the one I heard. Penny Marshall.
She got mad at you?
What did you say to Penny Marshall to freak her out?
Well, I learned a lesson on that one, Howard, because
good.
It's just what we're saying. It was behind her back. The initial, it happened. She got mad at me twice.
Okay.
The first one was at a roast for Rob Reiner, who she used to be married to.
Right.
Who maybe they have kids together or something. And I
don't think they do, but
they don't have.
I'm not sure, but right. I was roasting Rob Reiner at a Friars Club roast, which are very brutal.
Right.
And I said, I don't even know how to roast you, Rob Reiner. I mean, how do you even embarrass a guy who married Penny Marshall?
Right.
What was your wedding song? How much is that doggy in the window?
Oh.
That's the stuff.
That's terrible.
So then about a few months later, I was in Las Vegas doing a private roast.
You do a lot of those.
Yeah.
You mean an executive will hire you
to
roast him?
In this case, it was the owner of the Sacramento Kings, the Maloofs.
The Maloof brothers.
Yeah.
When they pay you, and I imagine they pay you a lot to do this, because I was telling Robin earlier, you spend months sometimes preparing for a roast, right?
Of course.
Like you don't just take it lightly and go and plug in a guy's name. You spend time thinking about that.
It's like going to battle.
Right. So if you're going to do the Maloof brothers, you got to research them. You write all your jokes yourself, and then you spend months working on it. So you probably charge a lot of fucking money to the Maloof brothers to do this.
When I got off the plane, they met me at the cab stand, just like old Vegas. George Maloof put his arm around me and he walked me to the cage in the casino, and he pulled out the money. He called for some money. He paid me in chips and cash.
Oh, are you kidding?
It was old school.
Wow. And when they do that, so when someone's paying you a lot of money, you don't hold back on them. You really blast them, right?
Of course.
So do they ever say to you, but don't go too hard on me?
No. You want to roast people who want it.
Right, you would
I don't
think.
take the wimpy roast. I don't do that.
So when you do the Maloof brothers, or you do that guy from Virgin Air,
I roasted Richard Branson one time.
Privately.
He didn't like it either.
He didn't like it?
Well, here, let me just tell you what happened with Penny.
Right, go ahead.
So the Maloofs say, we want to be roasted in front of all the high rollers and all our big supporters for the Kings, and they own the casino. So I got my jokes. I've been working weeks on it. I'm excited. I'm getting, a prime spot right in the middle of the lineup. And there's Penny Marshall. So by now, she must have heard about the joke I said at the other roast.
Right.
So she starts heckling me before I even get to the podium. He's an ass. Fuck him. Don't let him talk. Shut him down. Trying to shut me down like we're in British Parliament or something.
It's a comedy show.
And she's just sort of, it seemed like she was just whacked out of her head on something. She was sitting on Vince Neil's lap.
Who wouldn't want to be on Vince Neil's lap? And she was yelling at you.
She was
really
shouting me down.
Do you go up to them afterwards and say, look, explain yourself, that it's a roast, you're hired to write these jokes, I'm sorry you were collateral damage?
They didn't give me that opportunity. I said that she started coming towards the podium, and I just stopped it. And I said, whoa, which one were you, Lenny or Squiggy? And she just spun around and sat back down, and I was walked out the back. I never made it to the after party.
They protected you.
Were you
protected
nervous?
her. They kicked me out.
Have you ever gone to parties where someone comes up to you and says, hey, you've really shitty to me?
No.
It's a tough thing. Sometimes you walk, it's like, I saw you at Jimmy Kimmel's party. That's the last time I saw you.
Yeah.
And you were about to go on the road with Charlie Sheen. The story was, I don't think I'm saying anything out of school here, but Charlie was doing a tour. He was the biggest thing in the country, but he went out to try to do stand-up, and as we know, that takes years and years of perfecting, and he was bombing.
Every night.
So he got the idea to bring you out on stage. He hired you to come out on stage.
He called me at your party.
Did he actually call at the party?
I was at the party, drinking and having fun.
Right.
Big party. And, obviously there's a lot to, I didn't want to, my phone rings. I had a hunch he was going to be calling.
Right.
And, Jeff, it's Charlie Sheen, It's very intense. It sounds like Apocalypse Now every time he calls.
Right. And, it's always intense.
Hey, I have a show in Atlantic City tomorrow night, and everyone's saying you'd be great to wrangle the crowd and keep the crowd at bay. Could you come and be the moderator and interview me? And I'm like, Charlie, man, it's sort of not my thing, but what if, about 20 minutes into the show, when things start to get a little hairy.
20 minutes? How about a minute in? He'll bring you out right away. Did he actually make it 20 minutes? You're leaving him out there way
too long. Yeah.
They probably brought you out like within 5 minutes, but go ahead.
So I said, if I can roast you, and he's like, and I said, I got to say whatever I want. And he said, okay, done. 6 a.m. flight to Philly, and we'll pick you up.
And do you get paid for that gig?
Sure.
Yeah.
And I said, I need a hazmat suit and a podium.
Yeah. So there you go to his show. Now, when you arrive, is it really no holds barred? You can say whatever you want about Charlie Sheen?
Well, now it's 15 minutes before showtime. I still haven't met Charlie Sheen, and they finally summoned me up to his suite. There's like 4,000 people at the Trump Marino loading in. I've been working on jokes from the party all the way to the flight, all the way, from the airport. I've just got scribbled stuff everywhere, and whatever people gave me at the party on my way out.
do you read off the notes when you do the roast? You can do that, right? That's allowable, right?
I feel like at a roast, it shows respect if you took some time to write some
stuff out.
Right.
Were people at Jimmy's party giving you ideas on what you should do?
Yeah, Norm was giving me stuff. I remember George Clooney was there, and his big thing for me was to tell me, well, be careful what you say. Don't say anything that you're going to regret if Charlie dies.
But seriously, saying that to you before you go to roast someone is really kind of deadly, because you can't. If it's going to really be funny, you've got to get to the biting truth.
Sure.
You've got to really wreck the person.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine, like, I wouldn't want you roasting me, because the shit that you say is... Look, every time I hear you, it's real. You're hitting some real truths.
Right.
And so if you were roasting me, I know that suddenly it's not going to be different for me.
It would hit you somewhere where it would hurt.
It's going to be really bad shit about me that I maybe don't even want to hear.
That's a different style. That's not my style. My style, Howard, is for everyone. You're guest of honor. If you're the guest of honor, I want everyone to leave that roast saying, that was so much fun. I hope we do that again someday. And I want you'd go home and you would tell your wife and your family all the jokes and go, there would be jokes you would love. Backhanded. When I roasted Hef, do you think he went home saying, oh my God?
He went
home saying, God, I love that.
He probably had a better sense of humor than I do. I don't think I'd hold up well at a roast, honestly.
But there are some people on the Comedy Central roast, they back out because they can't take it.
That's true. Who's too mean at these? Are there people who go over the line, in your opinion? Because you work with kind of the same people. You'll work with Whitney Cummings. You'll work with
Lisa
Lampanelli. You'll work with the late. I thought he was
Greg
great.
Giraldo.
Yeah,
Greg Giraldo was a great roaster.
Good roaster.
Gilbert, you'll work with. Are there some people who go too far?
I do. I don't think there's a too far, Howard. I think sometimes there's a too much. I'll hit. Milton Berle, after my first roast, he said they only remember the home runs.
Right.
Hit them with 1 or 2 wows, and you don't have to hit them 8 times on the size of their vagina. That was my only beef with Whitney after she tore into Pam Anderson's vagina for half an hour. I was like, she's our guest. Just hit her with 1 or 2 and then move on.
So you have a line that you won't cross.
Well, I have an amount.
So you felt Whitney would say, let me understand, Whitney would say 50 times Pam Anderson's vagina is all stretched out.
Right, and then until Pam Anderson's ready to leave, and I'm like, we're supposed to be having fun.
See, I'm surprised to hear that, because sometimes it seems like maybe you're right. Maybe you don't pound the person to death, but it seems like you do, because you hit them with a 1-2 punch right away. Yeah, it's remarkable. I love the roasts, and I love all of that. So getting back... No, go ahead.
And they're healing sometimes. I mean...
They are?
I feel like people sort of... For Charlie Sheen, for instance, it was a reset button for him.
Yeah, we'll get back to Charlie Sheen, because maybe it was healing for Roseanne and Tom Arnold. She finally allowed Tom Arnold this time around, the one that hasn't aired yet.
Yeah.
She allowed him on stage, and the stuff I read in the paper was really funny between the two of them.
Funny and emotional.
Right.
He was quivering. She sat back in her seat. It was like there was a real authenticity to what was happening, and I was surprised. I had no idea what was going to happen, and it was alive.
Did you not know that he was going to be allowed to walk out?
No.
You didn't know?
I suspected, and I asked Joel Gallen the night before, because I had a hunch that something could be up, because I saw the executives sort of running around on their phones.
Right.
And they told me definitively no, so they surprised me, which is hard to do.
Well, because she had insisted that he be the only person not allowed to roast her, and when he was on my show, he had brought it up that he thought it would be a great idea if he roasted her, but he had been told no. So.
Well, I love Tom, but he's been out of work so long, he forgot you have to be offered a gig before you turn it down.
Yeah, right. Because he was on my show, he was killing on the show, and I said, man, that would be such a great moment if he came out. But I really never thought it would happen.
Yeah.
So get back to Charlie Sheen. So you get back to his dressing room.
I'm in his the show's 15 minutes away.
Right.
And I meet him, and he's got one eye on a baseball game and one eye on me. And I
Not
said,
nervous at all.
No, couldn't care less about this tour that is going down like the Titanic. He's got thousands of people sold out. They're buying T-shirts, the torpedo of truth.
And he has nothing to say.
Nothing. He goes out in a baseball shirt, a Philadelphia baseball shirt. We're in New Jersey.
You don't do that.
Just the whole thing.
Right.
And he comes out and winning and Tiger Blood. He's got this little shtick he does in the beginning.
Right.
So he says, I'll do all that. And then I said, okay, well, when it starts to get a little weird, because it's been getting weird every night, and they've been trying to get me to do this for a while.
Right.
I said, all right, that's when I'll come out and I'll do I'll roll out a podium and we'll start and Chuck Zito walks up to me, who I don't know at this point.
Right.
And he walks right up to me. he puts, you've seen his fist, Howard.
Right. He's a very big man, yeah.
And he's a very intimidating guy. And he walks right up to me, and he puts his fist against my nose. And he said, make sure the jokes aren't too mean.
Wow.
And Sheen goes, hey, Chuck, he's with us. It's okay, he's with us.
He's allowed to be mean.
Gee.
So I was very intimidated.
Was Chuck doing it jokingly? Or no, it was not a joke.
Chuck was protecting his guy.
Did Chuck realize that you are a karate black belt? Aren't you a actual karate black belt?
I got a black belt in Taekwondo at 10.5 years old.
At 10.5
At 10.5.
How do you think I have the confidence to bust balls?
Do you still
That's
practice?
what I told your bullying guys. They should teach the kids, bully victims should learn karate and then also learn roasting.
Is that why you learned karate? Were you bullied as a kid?
Yes.
You were, and your parents said to you...
Did this help?
My mother dragged me to karate school. I was crying and screaming, didn't want to go.
And she said, no, you're going.
Right.
And you might probably thank her now because you know this skill.
Every day.
Do you keep up with it?
No.
You do not?
That's what I was going to say.
It gives you a certain confidence. I can defend myself. I'm not
Oh,
saying I
it
can
does?
throw flying snap kicks anymore, but if somebody threw a punch at me, I could defend myself.
That's great.
And whoever I'm with.
That's right. And isn't it true, even to this day, you can beat up any 10-year-old right now? Like if I brought 5 10-year-olds in here, you could probably take them out. So Chuck says to you, hey, you better take it easy. Charlie says to you, listen, it's okay. And so roast you did. And how
the show
long
comes out. The show. Yeah. Charlie goes out, and he's doing fine. He's doing his shtick for about 15 minutes. And suddenly somebody in the middle of this giant arena goes, refund! I want a refund! And Charlie doesn't have the stand-up skills to stop everything he's doing and to go through.
Right.
He stops and he goes, who said that? So now you got 3,000 people on a jumbotron, and he goes, come up here. So some guy runs out of the crowd. Charlie reaches into his pocket and gives the guy a $100 refund. So what happens?
But what? So they bring you out?
No, 80 people start rushing the stage looking for refunds. So then the stage manager throws me out there, and I walk out in a full head-to-toe hazmat suit.
Right.
And I have a microphone, and I pull the mask down, and I said, hey, everybody, my name's Jeff Ross. They call me the Roastmaster General. And Charlie says, what the fuck are you doing here? And I go, Charlie, these people paid good money for a comedy show. They deserve a comedy show, and no one deserves to be roasted more than the Warlock. And he goes, okay, and he agrees, and they roll out a podium.
Oh, that's great.
And I went to town on him for 20 minutes.
What was the worst thing you said? Does anything come into your memory bank that you said about Charlie Sheen that really was just fucking brutal?
If you're winning, then this must not be a child custody hearing.
There was nothing winning about Charlie.
That was right in the middle of the child custody hearing, right in the middle of the tour. It was the worst time of his life. And I must say, no one in the history of roasting has been as good a sport as Charlie Sheen, because he let me roast him every night in 8 different cities. I got meaner in every city, and then he let me roast him on Comedy Central. And on top of that, we watched the roast together. That's how much he loves the punishment.
You went over to his place?
Yeah.
Were there hot chicks loaded in there? We all assumed that Charlie... There were.
Yeah.
So you go over to watch him being roasted with him.
Yeah.
And he's got hot chicks all around.
Everywhere.
And does he share the hot chicks with you, or is he just kind of like his thing? Or
They're all his.
Yeah.
It's not that he shares or doesn't share. It's just it's sort of around.
It's the scene.
Like appetizers.
Right. So you became friendly with Charlie after all of this.
He puts the... harming and charming, I used to
Well, and when so after you do your thing, I don't know, how long did you do your thing on stage with Charlie? Half hour?
No, 15, 20 minutes.
And then he goes back to his live show?
Then I would stay there and just to kill the last half hour of the show because, you know.
He had nothing to do.
I would do a thing, I would speed roast. I'd say, who wants to ask Charlie a question? Some wisdom from the Warlock. Just some nonsense to get through the show. And people would come lining up. And I'd say to talk to Charlie or to hug Charlie or kiss Charlie or ask him a question, you got to go through me. and I would just sort of up and down speed roast these nudniks who came to the Charlie Sheen show.
You mean you would roast them off the cuff?
Yeah.
Can you do? Are you? I sense that you said you had to prepare and for months and months and months. But if I said to you, go roast, Fred right now, would you be able to off the top of your head roast him for a few minutes?
Probably.
You could.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you say? There's nothing funny about Fred. How could you? What could you possibly say? Look him in the eye and roast him right now. Let's see a good.
He's
sport.
a nudnik who's come to the podium.
Go ahead.
Oh my God! Look at this. Fred, how are you?
Doing fine, my friend.
I loved you on To Catch a Predator. Good luck.
Very good.
He's a scary-looking guy. I don't want to make fun of him. He looks like he would have somebody killed.
Yeah, right.
No, you're doing good over there, Fred.
How did you know he was on To Catch a Predator? I didn't even know you knew that about him. That's awesome.
It's I have a whole stand-up special where I speed roast people one after the other from every city.
Yeah. Well, now has that aired?
It airs on Saturday.
This Saturday, it's a stand-up special where you'll knock on a celebrity's door, for example, and roast them?
No.
That's not this.
I'm on stage in any city. I did 8 cities.
Right.
And I do some jokes about that city, and then I invite anyone who wants to come on stage for 15 seconds of pain. And I did 8 cities, and it's all cut together.
Oh, that's great.
Roast America.
Is that on Comedy Central?
Saturday night at 11.
Beautiful. I'll watch that.
Thanks, man.
I mean, when you look at a guy like me, I'm almost unroastable because, A, I'm handsome as hell.
Sure.
B, the women love me. And I'm not that controversial. So it would be difficult for you to come up with a line right now off the top of your head, wouldn't it?
No, I'd probably talk mostly about... I like to talk about what's going ahead.
What would you say about me? Go, let me see if I could be a good sport. I will try. What could you possibly say about me? That would be
Howard Stern almost got into a fist fight with Howie Mandel. That's quite an opponent there. A fist fight with a guy who doesn't like to be touched. You're really tough, Howard.
See, I can handle that.
You can
that's
handle
fine.
That one?
Oh, yeah, that's easy. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, that almost makes me look good.
But I wouldn't want to turn it up as a guest because then you might get it.
Blast me one real good one.
Give it up for Howard Stern, the ugliest motherfucker on the planet. That's not even a joke. That's a fact, Howard.
That's it? I could handle that.
I wrote some notes down. You want me to roast you properly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Really?
Roast me.
Can
roast
I?
me. Yeah, go ahead.
He wrote notes.
I work on these things.
Seriously? I had no idea. I want to see if I could take it.
I would speed roast nudniks. I don't speed roast legends. Legends I prepare for.
Oh, really? Okay, well, so go ahead and give it to me, and don't hold back, but I can guarantee you at some point I'm going to tell you I can't take it.
Raise your hand when you can. Like, have a kill sign
hand?
like an S&M situation.
Yeah, what would be a word I could yell out if I can't take it anymore? Have Chuck Zito walk in for a second and punch you right in the head. Go ahead.
Thanks, Howard. But with all due respect, the Howard Stern roast is not the same without Bob Levy butchering my introduction. Great to be back, Howard. It's been so long. After my last time on this show, they said I couldn't come back until David Arquette had 48 more fucking appearances.
All right, I can handle that. Kind of, yeah.
They come from a place of love, Howard, because I love the show. It's not an angry roast. That's not my style.
I see.
Robin's not here today. There's no one here to fake laugh at my jokes and stuff on the punchlines.
He asked to be roasted, not me.
Yeah, right. That was me, but go ahead.
There's no minorities in the studio. The closest thing you have to a person of color are the brown stains on Tim's fingers. That shit story was so gross. Who thought Sabian would cause more body fluids to fly than the Sibian?
How do you shit like that?
I don't know.
How does it fly out of your ass onto the walls and on the light
and
switches?
the light switch.
What is that?
Good. It's like, what's it called? Spin art. Remember spin art when you were a kid?
You ever shit like that? No. Where does that come from?
It seems like, he shat and then walked around the room or something. It's like a lot. I never heard a story like that on the radio.
Me neither.
But let's face it, you guys beat that topic more than Fred Willard beat his cock.
What was that? I mean, what's going on with
Fred?
him?
I love Fred.
Who goes to a theater to beat off anymore? It seems crazy.
I think he's having fun. He's got an artistic...
What is that about, though? I asked him to come on. He went on Jimmy Fallon. I really didn't get any answers. I asked him to come on this show. He declined.
Oh.
I just want to know, why go to a theater to beat off? I mean, is it to meet other people?
I don't think so. I think he was probably bored, had a couple drinks, and was having some fun.
All right. Okay.
I've jerked off in weird places, haven't you?
I'm very proud. I'm afraid someone will see how small my cock is.
Where have you jerked
Where
off?
have you jerked off in a weird place?
Let me think. Chuck E. Cheese.
You did?
No.
I believe it.
That would be a weird place.
Where have you jerked off? That's weird.
In a pool.
You did?
Yeah.
Not your own pool. Someone else's.
I once jerked off in the ocean.
Remind me not to invite you to my house. Am I done being roasted? Did I survive that? I mean, I don't feel that I got roasted that bad.
Robin, we need you back here. Without you, who will they ever get to Google the news? Even in Robin's absence, we still get all those great Robin songs. Everyone wants to fuck Robin. The only people who want to fuck Howard are those serious executives.
See, I like that.
Those execs are crazy to mess with you, Howard. Where else are they going to find someone willing to work 4 hours a day, 3 days a week? When you cut back, Howard, on your schedule, do you even think about who you were hurting? With so many shows, there's barely enough new material for Jay Leno to steal.
Now, you're friendly with Jay Leno, right?
No.
Oh, you're not?
I mean, I'm friendly when I see him, but I haven't been on a show since '96.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, your career is bigger than ever. You've really proven to be a great comic. Why the fuck are you not on the
I
Tonight
wrote them
Show?
a note. I wrote the bookers a note early on when they took over the primetime show.
Right.
They were looking for comics to do panel and stuff, and I threw my hat in the ring. They were interested, and I said, I want to play in the. I wrote Ross Marks, the booker, an email. I said, I want to play in the big leagues, and he wrote me back, get a bigger bat.
Wow.
So I just
he
stopped.
roasted you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. You know, I would even think in terms of like with the roast and the attention you're getting that even if Jay just had you on to do 5 minutes and then you just fucking blasted him, you know, I would think that would be a great segment, no?
Yeah. You know, to be honest with you, I have my pals in late night now, and it's okay.
Who are your pals in late night?
I love the Jimmy Kimmel. I'm going to be on next week.
Jimmy adores you.
Yeah, he's been a good pal for a long time, and
Right.
always in my corner.
Right.
And on my team, whatever I do when things are up or down, and that's a real friend. So, to me, that's enough.
Yeah, and I was actually surprised you were even allowed into the party at the big party.
Jimmy invited him?
Jimmy invited. I said, boy, Jeff's really, you never know. You never know. No, I was actually glad to see you there. And it was kind of fun to socialize a bit. That was some party, right?
That was the greatest, man. Just
Why was
singing
it so
karaoke. Because when else do you see Rickles with his guard down and Norm hanging out, Norm Macdonald? It was just the comics. To me, it's I don't care about the movie stars. You know, that's not my thing. But when you see comics sort of unguarded, I love the fraternity of it.
It's funny you say that. You know who I ended up sitting on a couch for most of the evening with talking to? Is this guy 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄.
Yeah.
And he seems like a very genuine guy to me. Are you friendly with him?
We started out together. I consider him a friend.
And I had a great conversation with him. Maybe you're right. And Norm, too. Norm's another great guy. What did he say to you? Did you remember what he said did he give you advice about Charlie Sheen? You said, what was his advice?
Who?
Norm Macdonald, the night that we were at the party.
I remember him just started pitching me jokes. I can't remember what they were. And
were they good?
I don't remember them being stuff I used, but just having Norm sort of engage in what I'm doing is the best. And I just started making fun of his jacket.
Were you nervous going on the Charlie Sheen thing at all?
Yes, on the first one, but once I got in the rhythm of it. When I'm prepared, I'm not nervous.
Yeah.
When I'm going into things sort of half-assed, then I get nervous.
What makes a great roaster? The guy's got to have a great delivery. It's like everybody could have the same jokes. People write jokes.
It's the timing.
It's the timing, right? It's just
confidence.
Right.
I love Amy Schumer. She opened the roast last night, Saturday night.
Right.
For Roseanne. And we had a couple very similar jokes.
Right.
And I started cutting them in my head. And then I said, you know what? I'm just going to do them. And I'm going to do them with confidence. Who knows what they'll use in the edit. So why break my script apart? I'm just going to do it with the confidence and gravitas of the roast master, and it worked.
So they don't work that out ahead of time. You don't sit down with all of the fellow roasters and say, look, here's my material, here's your material, and you work it out, because it seems like a horror scene. If you've got to sit there and cut jokes as people are going, you might have some killer material.
That's the game, though. It's awesome. It's
you
tough.
like that.
I love the energy of that, and the fact that you got to be on your feet, and you got to be engaged, and you got to be in the moment.
When you're sitting there on the dais and Amy Schumer goes and she does a joke so similar to the one you're doing, you just sit there and go, oh, fuck me. Yeah. I mean, that takes a long time to create a joke. It's not like you can write it in 3 seconds.
That's why I like to go on a little later.
Why?
Because then I can roast the roast. What if somebody bombs? What if something crazy happens?
Do you sit there and write as you go along? Like, in other words, oh, you do. So if Amy Schumer went and tanked, then you've got 50 Amy Schumer lines.
Right.
But you can write it that quick.
I had a great joke in case someone tanked. Hey, Gilbert, if you're going to tweet about a disaster tonight, tweet about Amy Schumer's set. You know?
Right. But she was good.
She was great.
And
so
it didn't work.
So I dropped that one and made it about Ellen Barkin's makeup.
Somehow you work it in. How long do you go on for? Like 3 to 5 minutes?
I went on for about 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
There was a lot to work with there.
Do they cut that down, or they just run the whole 8 minutes?
I think they'll run most of it because it was pretty fun. And
I mean, the segment I ran this morning, maybe I should run it now.
You know, I was dressed as Joe Paterno.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Now, that seemed pretty controversial, that you would show up dressed as Joe Paterno. And did anyone have any doubts about you doing that?
I did. I struggled with it for a while.
But why did you struggle? Because you thought maybe too soon?
No, not too soon, but I don't want it to be misconstrued as glorifying those guys. I wanted everyone to understand that it's my way of expressing my freedom of speech. A lot of comics have been apologizing and second-guessing their imaginations lately.
Right.
And that troubled me. And Roseanne represents unapologetic comedy.
Right.
So I thought it would tie together in a way that could be funny and also impactful.
You know,
Who
you make
knew
a
it
good...
was that deep?
Right. Who knew? I just said, you know, but you're right. I remember going on Letterman and making an OJ joke. It was right as soon as this murder occurred, double homicide occurred, and I went right on that night and I did a OJ thing. And Letterman came down pretty hard on me. He said, "You shouldn't make fun of a double homicide." You know, you know, and I was like, "Oh, fuck, great." You know, I mean, I just got chastised on television, and yet 3 nights later, everyone started it, including Letterman, with the OJ jokes.
Right.
And so I still feel glad that I did it because it was his.
Ai, que não é safe, só pra no da frente. Ah, é só mais dois duos. Esse duo da esquerda, então. É o duo da esquerda e agora tem que achar o outro.
O duo da direita, onde tá o...
Ó os caras aqui, os caras aqui, ó. Vão subir aqui, ó. Acho que é ali a escada.
Pera, se me buguea, boludo. Pero se me buguea.
Tô me mirando da frente. Tomei.
Não, se me bugueou, boludo.
Boa, Mikael.
Não deu.
Eu tenho mais um.
Joguei o bagulho do gás.
Esse cara aí tá na vida, ele tomou snipada.
Colega dele. Bem aqui na vida.
Derrubei.
Esse não deu certo. Ó, chegou.
Não consegui finalizar.
Fala, jado. Tá aqui com colete.
Atenção, a ressurgência não tá mais ativa. É agora ou nunca.
Eu também no meu cu, né? Ah, vai se fuder. Aí, fuzil de batalha já foi. Agora eu vou começar. Ah, tá. Tô pegando boreal. Queria. Mano, eu não consegui achar o cara pra finalizar, velho. Nem passei placa pra ir atrás dele.
Ganhar?
Não. Ah, é, você tá aí.
Sim. Tô sem draw?
Aff, não tem ressurgência trio.
Não tem ressurgência trio?
Não.
Caralho.
Eu vi ele passando, José. Eu vi os dois passando. Eu só não sabia que dava pra ele subir. Ele não tava nas minhas costas. Tava os dois na frente. Só que eu não sabia que ele tinha como subir lá naquele negócio, não. Tanto que eu tava torcendo pra vir pra mim a safe, que eu só ia marcar os dois vindo. Mas é isso. Mais um segundo lugar pra conta. E o cara me cagou um tiro ainda, esse de cima ali, pelo amor de Deus. Ele deu o cara ali, igual eu dropando naquele outro maluco.